ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. My name is Zombie Xander, joined by my good friend Master Hamster, and we are coming to you live from Winchester, Virginia at Shenandoah University. Now, today's broadcast is a joint effort between Shenandoah Esports and Stay Plugged In. Shenandoah Esports is a great university that we're here at, offering a multitude of classes to try to propel and prepare students into the esports world. And I'll defer to my co-host Master Hamster on a little bit of Stay Plugged In, as he's interning for them right now as an effort through Shenandoah University. So really awesome.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Zombie Xander. Yeah, as Zombie Xander said, I am interning for Stay Plugged In, or SPIN for short. And essentially, they are a high school collegiate recruiting platform. Basically, they connect high schoolers who want to get recruited into the esports scene to colleges who are looking for high school recruits. And this goes far beyond just playing the game, playing the esports. It also includes things like graphics, production, behind-the-scenes work as well. So it really helps round out the students and the people who are looking to go into college with these things, with like colleges that have these esports programs. SPIN also offers tournaments. They host a bunch of tournaments with scholarship prizes, as well as some courses, online classes to help kind of prepare the students for things like broadcast production, graphic design.
Definitely. And speaking of tournaments, we have a special show for you guys today. This event is an in-live event in the vein of recruitment. It's focused on connecting schools with students, and we have 21 Rocket League players out there. We have 11 coaches from various colleges coming to take a look at and see if any of these players got up to chops for their programs, and it's really awesome to help them connect and stuff. So we've got, over the course of the next 2 days, we've got Rocket League, Valorant, Overwatch, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, tons of players, tons of action. This morning is going to be a flurry. We have 7 teams, 21 players. We're doing round robin all morning, and then the top 2 teams will go to a grand finals, and that's going to be best of 5, and that should happen a little bit later on. But until then, it's going to be crazy, and we're going to have a lot of Rocket League coming for you guys.
Yeah, and speaking of Rocket League, let's start getting into these games. I think first up here we have Night, Spooky, and for the Gorillas we have Doppler, Mysterio, and Mellow Mighty. So that's definitely going to be something that we're going to look into here as we watch these players get into it. Yeah,
I can't wait to see what these guys got. I mean, we don't know much about these young players just coming up onto the scene. Not quite to the collegiate level yet, but some of these guys, they're incoming into the college, and we even have there's even one that's looking to come to Shenandoah, and he is absolutely insane.
Yeah, you say that they're not quite up to the collegiate level, but I think some of the players that we've seen here are up to the collegiate level, and I'm so excited to see that here. Actually, we have the rosters here as well.
Let's go ahead and take a look at that. And here we go. Got some great headshots for these guys, as you can see, for Team Eagle, Doodle, Night, and Spooky. Got a couple people, 2 people from the Carolinas, 1 from Virginia. Long way to travel. Really, really awesome. 2 seniors on that class, and as well as 1 junior. So they're ready to rock and roll, ready to come.
Yeah, exactly. This is the time that they should be looking for events like this.
Absolutely.
They should be participating, looking for colleges.
Super exciting stuff, and I'll let you go ahead and talk about Team Gorilla here.
And on the Gorilla side, we have Doppler, Mysterio, and Mellow Mighty, as I was saying before. Again, we have another North Carolina. Again, SPIN is located in Charlotte, North Carolina, so it makes sense. And we have a couple
grand champs, couple juniors, senior there. Yeah, I mean, that's a solid team too. We were kind of doing a little bit of reconnaissance on some of these players before we got started here today. And it's a little tough to find some of their profiles and stuff, but the ones we did find were absolutely, just grand champs, supersonic, some incredible players. So and it's going to be full of action today.
It is definitely going to be full of action, and especially in a round-robin kind of situation here, it's just going to be game after game after game. So you are going to want to stick around. Don't go anywhere.
We're actually jumping into a game right now, so you don't even have time to go anywhere. And, we're going to be hopping over here. First game, you got to think about it. The arena is out there. All of our stations are full. We're obviously doing really good things with COVID protocols. We've got dividers between every single player. And, but that being said, all of our stations are full, and the excitement in the air is palpable. It is just... You can kind of hear a little bit of the sound all the way here in this back room. And everybody's really, really excited to be here and competing. And oh man,
yeah, I'm so excited to have people here. I love it. We can cast the games and we can hear them in the background. So I'm sure when we see a cool play, they're gonna get hyped as well. And we have some 6 feet separated spectator chairs as well. So we might have some spectators in here as well.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it's gonna be really awesome.
It's going to be fun. Can't wait. Looks like we're still waiting on that game to get figured out, which, it happens. Sometimes just got to get those first round kinks worked out. And
yeah, let's take a look at the arena while we're waiting.
That's a great point.
While we're getting all of these kinks taking a look at here.
Makes it feel like we are at home and just, ready to
go.
Put on some really, really cool events. So we are just waiting to see.
Dealing with some technical difficulties. It happens, especially first LAN event in such a long time. And, of course, when you go live, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. But here's another angle. That's right. We have 2 cameras set up in the arena here. So you had the one that was kind of looking from the top over to the side, and then this one is dead on. You see the stage and everything in it.
And we're going to be coming back to our beautiful faces.
Yeah.
Look into the baby blues here for just a little bit longer while we get all this stuff worked out. Let's talk about a little bit of Rocket League. Actually, you know what? Let's talk a little bit more about Stay Plugged In. With your time with this group and this company, what kind of things have you like experiential learning, stuff like that? What kind of things have you been working on?
Yeah, so the big thing that I wanted to do with Stay Plugged In was get more experience and more interaction with casting. And something that I wasn't expecting to do was they gave me the ability to mentor and coach some teams.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so in the very beginning, they gave me 3 Rainbow Six Siege teams, and they said, hey, we're going to need you to coach them through our spring split here. I had never played Rainbow Six Siege before.
That might be a little bit tough to coach then. All right.
Yeah, it was definitely a unique challenge, and it was so interesting. But
there we go. We've got some
game.
Rocket League. We are on a tight schedule here today, so we had to get that game up and running, but it looks like already Team Skull is up 2-1 against Tyrant.
Yeah, and we were talking about the Gorillas versus the Eagles, but this is the other game that's running tangentially with that, and that's Skulls versus the Tyrants. Based on what I've heard from some of the students here, Skulls is going to be one of the teams to look at here.
Well, obviously already halfway through this game, up a goal, and, coming out firing, the first game jitters are real.
Yeah.
It's tough to, especially when you're in a competitive environment, when you're around other players, you can yell at the other people if you want to because you're at a LAN, and it is just like, it's kind of nerve-wracking. So, to come out swinging, get an early lead, and only, 2 minutes left to go in this one. It is best of ones, so they'll be done with this other team as soon as this game elapses.
Yeah, the thing is, though, I love the part about the best of ones because anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
And as we're seeing, Tyrants, they've been putting up a great fight here. Still have 2 minutes to go. And it is just going to be pure insanity game after game after game, and that is what we love to see.
Yeah, and you know what's something interesting in a lot of the other formats when we do best of 3, best of 5, a lot of times the first game was feeling out how the other team would play.
Exactly.
And now we're sitting here at a best of 1, and you have 5 minutes total to figure out how the other team's playing. Actually, you really only have like 2 minutes to figure out how they're playing, and then 3 minutes to beat them.
Exactly. And Void saving off the crossbar here. Tyrant's putting some pressure on the Skulls. Oh my gosh, look at that.
I mean, that's a tough break right there. You really wanted to put that one in, especially with only 1 minute left to go in this match. Tyrant not out of it by a long shot, though. Only down 1 goal.
Only down
the
1.
The equalizer is, seconds away at any point.
Yeah, I mean, if you've tuned into Shenandoah at all, seen any of the other broadcasts, we've seen teams make back deficits way worse than this.
Oh my gosh.
It got so close.
No way. That's a heartbreaker for Tyrant. 40 seconds left on the clock. They are running out of time. Here's a great opportunity for Skull. And there's not going to be a follow-up from the team. A miss there from Alter Rose. And that's going to be all right here. And the ball's still coming around. Tyrant has to get this ball on the offensive side of the ball. Or the field, rather, and this is a great opportunity for them.
Yeah, but 20 seconds remaining. They have this push. They got to do something with it, but it's going to be knocked away. Can Tyrants keep up the pressure? They're going to do their best. Skull's also doing their best, and we're going down to the end of regulation here. And remember, the game does not end until the ball hits the ground.
That's right. Ooh. And oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, it was so
close.
close.
You have to feel for them. That was a great effort there in the waning seconds of the game. But that is going to be Skulls taking over, or taking their first win.
Yeah.
And we're going to be trying to keep you updated as best we can on the kind of leaderboard of this round robin. Again, 7 teams. Top 2 are going to the grand finals. And we'll take a look at that as the morning progresses. But as we know now, at least for what we have in front of our eyes, Skulls having that first win. And, of course, there are other games going on. But
yeah.
And we'll be hopping into one of those here pretty shortly.
Very shortly, yeah. But, wow, that action was just so fast. I know as I was looking through the SPINandoah Discord, a lot of the players were talking about how some of the players on Skulls were either Grand Champion or Supersonic Legend. And some of them were kind of like, hey, this is a team to look out for. I think one of the other teams to look out for is going to be Knights, and we'll probably get into one of their games later in the day. But I know at least 2 of their players are Supersonic Legend, and we got to see one of their players yesterday as he was helping set up Cosmic Flippy. So, yeah, he was able to play against one of our Rocket League teams here at Shenandoah. He was able to play
he's playing against Easy, one of our freshmen currently who made it onto the A team, and they're going to be playing together. Well, sorry, Jonathan, who's a commit, and also on that Knights team, is going to be playing with Easy and one other on our A team, and it's going to be fearsome.
It's gonna be amazing to watch. I cannot wait. But yeah, we are getting ready to load into this next game. But again, the action is not stopping. While we're talking here, while we're setting up all of the technical things here, there are other games happening in the background. Because this is a round robin, it allows the freestyle to just kind of keep playing the games. The players have their stations, so they don't need to move anywhere. They're just staying at the station that they started with.
Right, minimizing cleanup and stuff.
Exactly.
And so we're just keeping them right there. Hop into that next game, keep going, and we're going to try and bring you as many as we can. But let's talk quickly about that Tyrants versus Skulls game. I mean, Tyrants only lost by a goal, and for the final 2 minutes that we were able to hop into, they were constantly attacking.
I know, and that's exactly what we want to see. And I'd say if they're doing so well against a team that was kind of regarded as one of the stronger teams here,
right,
we very may well see a run back later in grand finals if Tyrants is able to keep up the pressure, able to take down the next couple of teams.
I mean, they're going to have to probably win the next 6 games.
They are, yeah.
And then have that head-to-head against anybody else that might be tied right at that. and then they'll get their fair shot back at a 5-game series against the Skulls. So
yeah,
we'll see. We'll see.
There's definitely no lack of talent here. I'm so surprised at just everything that's been happening. I'm so excited to see more Rocket League. I cannot wait.
I know it, and just knowing that it's happening somewhere very close to us.
Very close.
We'll get to watch some here shortly. Yeah, man, this is an exciting event. Again, let's go ahead and take a look at the arena here in a second. Just kind of check in with how everything's looking and seeing
yeah, and
the excitement.
While we're doing that, we can also talk a little bit about Shenandoah.
Yeah, of course.
I talked a little bit about Spin, some of the coaching mentorship opportunities. Also, I was on one of the teams here at Spin to work on facilitating and getting together Spinandoah.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also a student at Shenandoah University.
As am I.
As are you.
A little bit older. Graduate program.
Yeah, and I know there are a lot of freshmen here who are in the esports track for esport management or esport communication, and I'm one of the esport management kids. So it's really awesome to actually go to a school that has a program dedicated to what you want to do. So like I'm taking contemporary issues in esports. Last semester I took intro to esports and sports management, sports ethics. And of course, all of that boring stuff goes away as we are getting into the game.
Boring stuff. Hey, wait a second. I'm gonna loop back around to that comment. But here we are, guys. Aliens versus Skull. We just saw Skull with a victory, and we'll see if they can keep that momentum rolling into Game 2. And we'll try and, again, get that leaderboard up for you guys at some point just to check in, because this non-stop action out there, they're just rolling games after games. And that's going to be Alter Rob with a nice little block there. This ball kind of bumbling around Skull's goal. And that's going to be a nice clear to kind of get out of that immediate danger. It's going to be interesting to see, because I don't know if many of these players have played together so much, or if they knew their teams ahead of time, and they've already kind of worked out some of their roles within the team and their rotations that they want to make. But if they're coming in cold, you got to hand it to them for the way that they're able to handle, just putting together the team cohesion and the teamwork for an event like this to just kind of come in cold. But we'll see. Yeah, 0-0. Minute and 10 seconds have elapsed on the game clock. And not really much production on offense here from either team so far.
Yeah. I think this is what we were talking about earlier, where when we jumped into the Skulls versus Tyrants game, there's a lot more feeling out that we weren't able to see.
Mm-hmm.
And now this first minute and a half, first 2 minutes are
Oh, there was an opportunity, but just barely over the top left side.
Yeah, well, as I was saying, this is more of a feeling out period. Void was trying to prove me wrong with a sick shot.
Of course.
Unable to get into the goal, though. Plays you going to try to do something sick off the top here.
And, yeah, wow. That's a nice little off the back wall there, followed up by, I can't pronounce that very well. That's all right, though. Alter Rob here on the left side. Nico pushing around. And still, 2 minutes gone by, no goals scored. They're still just working out the kinks here and trying to get this ball into one or the other net. I mean, I'm sure at some point they're going to be like, well, can you guys just score on us? Let's move this game along. I think once the first blood is drawn, then we're going to really start seeing a lot more.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Once we get first blood, once the first goal is scored, then there becomes this pressure. Right now it's 0-0, so even if no one scores, it'll go.
Oh my gosh! The slowest shot you've ever seen in your life at 72 kilometers per hour. Not even in miles here. And it's just bumbling. Nico trying to get back and save that. But boy, that's Skull up 1-0, drawing first blood. My goodness.
Yeah, looks like a little bit of...
Is it going to be two?
Oh my gosh. Looks like a little bit of mispositioning from Aliens there. But again, we have to think that these teams haven't really played together that much. They've had the opportunity to interact with each other a couple days beforehand in the Discord, but again, that doesn't really synergize your team completely, so there might have been a little bit of a miscommunication there. Who knows?
Oh my gosh. Ultra Raw, but he's got the follow-up from Void, and that's going to be 2-0 Skull.
Wow, look at that. Beautiful teamwork here. Off the side here, and Void's just going to tap it in. Alien trying to get there to do anything to stop the ball. Just a little short there.
Good luck just trying his best. He was there for both shots and just unable to stay in front of that goal line to make any sort of defensive action happen there. And now Team Alien finds themselves down 2-0, and with 1 minute and 37 seconds left against what we've already seen to be a very strong Team Skull, this is going to be a tough uphill battle for them.
Yeah, this is definitely where they need to turn the lights on. They need to go hard. They need to go fast. They need to make sure that they do something to get a goal here. And that's what they're trying to do. But Skulls is just setting up this impenetrable barrier. As I say that, Nico is able to get past 2 members of Skull. 1 member left. Gonna knock the ball away.
Oh, and that's going to be a miss there, but trick shot over here. And nothing doing. Minute left. That's going to be the marker there. Void, can he put another dagger into the hearts of Team Alien? Not this time around. Nico trying to have a little bit of offense, and that's going to be just that.
Now, that is the team play we were looking for. Look at that. Skulls is ready with the defense, but the demo comes in just in time. The ball is able to roll right into the goal. It is 1-2 in favor of Skulls, but with 47 seconds, Team Alien is not out of this just yet.
That's such a smart and well-timed demo right there.
As I say that, Void able to get just a simple shot right off the kickoff here.
Let's take a look. Oh my gosh, 2 players with equal and opposite forces just bouncing off of the ball, and then Nico, or Void rather, coming in after that, and everybody else is off getting boosts, and he was like, wide open goal, sure.
Oh, and Team Alien almost did the same thing there. Team Skull, though, a bit smart to it. Alter is able to get the ball and knock it away, knock it over to the side of Team Alien. 30 seconds remaining. Team Alien down 2 points here. Can they do anything to...
Wow, what a great save from Void. Nico trying to get this team back a little bit from this 2-goal deficit. Almost no time remaining on the clock, and Void just having a heck of a game.
Yeah.
Offense, and now with that really, really great defensive play. And they just need to wind down this clock, and they can move on to 2-0.
Yeah, as we're talking, though, we're going to go to Tyrant versus Eagles here. It looks like the Skulls versus Alien game is going to close there with Skulls taking the victory. But this game, 2 minutes left, Tyrant Eagles tied 2-2.
Wow.
Oh, as I say that, though, Jay SPINandoah is going to get a goal, taking Tyrants up 1.
Yeah, Tyrants getting a little bit of revenge there after they're dropping their first game against Team Skull. And Eagles now at the deficit, down 3-2, 2 minutes left to go. And this is a close match.
Yeah, really. And they still have plenty of time to work with. We talked about the early periods feeling each other out. I think they're past that now with 5 goals on the table here. And with 1 minute and 40 seconds to go, anything can happen. Oh my gosh.
Getting my heart going there a little bit.
Look at that, 3 players were over there in the goal there, 4 players
Pretty much, just about the entire field. They've got the entire field to play it, and they're just all just bundled up there.
Oh, Rhino trying to do some saucy play there. Unable to get the second touch on the ball that he was looking for.
That's a good ball right there. Nice aerial to kind of prevent that aggression down onto the Eagles' goal side. That's going to be a demo down onto Knight. And not much going on right here. Yeah, Jay SPINandoah just trying to burn a little bit more time, as they do have the 1-up goal. It's a good opportunity, but nobody there to follow it up on the side of the Eagles.
Yeah, an unfortunate demo, though, stopped any aggression Tyrants wanted to do to put on with that ball bouncing in front of Eagles' net here. Oh my gosh! Woo! Rhino came just in time. A weird pinch almost sent the ball flying into the Tyrant's goal. Tying it up here.
Guys, we're going to switch real quick over to the Gorillas versus the Knights. They are in overtime. 30 seconds into the game, or into overtime, tied 1-1.
Oh my gosh. And as we were talking about, Knights was one of the teams to look at here, but Gorillas not going down without a fight.
This is a close one here, and we were talking about earlier about Knight being really, really solid. I'm just starting to believe that everybody here is just really solid at Rocket League. We can do all the prep that we want, but all of a sudden, teams that we don't know much about are coming out of the woodworks and really just playing to the caliber, all the ones that we do have information on. And my goodness, 1-1 still, minute and 15 seconds into overtime here in what I believe to be the second round for this team. And
just as a quick correction, I do believe that the Knights are actually on the blue and Gorillas are actually on orange here. Just in case. Oh my gosh.
Well, that's all right. That's good clarification to make. Oh my goodness, it is early in the morning, folks.
Yes, it is. We are not used to casting this early. Oh my gosh, again, another shot is just repeatedly being knocked away though. Can blue team do anything to?
Oh my goodness. Wow, back and forth, coast to coast, right over Jonathan's head. And boy, that is a scary ball, but no, going to be batted away by the blue squad. It's a little bit easier if I'm looking at the colors. I'm just like, yeah, you got the blue team and the orange team, instead of calling it out, just in case these colors might be incorrect. But that, boy, oh boy, that's a really good opportunity here. These teams really not giving an inch. Here's Mysterio. Can he put it in? No, that's going to be really great defensive effort from Gorillas.
Yeah. And here we have an aggression. Oh my gosh, a beautiful shot. Cosmic Flippy gets it in. And blue team.
So we're clarifying, we know that those three are on the Knights.
Are on the Knights.
Gotcha.
Squad,
okay, so that is going to be the Knights taking the victory over the Gorillas. And wow. That was to go that far into overtime and then be able to come out with a victory. That you've got to be riding that morale and that high, because it's tough to take a little bit of a loss going into late overtime, especially against another great team. And congratulations to the Knights for moving and winning in round 2.
Yeah, congratulations to the Skulls as well for winning in both of their matches that we saw.
Well, if the Gorillas are taking the Knights to overtime, I'm sure it's not the last we've seen of them.
No, I definitely don't think so. And I think the statement you said earlier, we can do all the prep work that we want, but in a round 1 round robin, best of 1 round robin, anything can happen.
Oh, yeah.
And all of these players came to play.
That being said, if I was out there, you could be sure that every single time we would lose. So not anything could happen. But with players of equal caliber, you can rest easy knowing that at any time one of them can pop out on top.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It makes everything so exciting. Like anything can happen. Teams that may be favored, you could throw those statistics away because everyone's here to win.
All right, the Gorillas hopping right into another match, as is the round-robin format, not getting a moment to breathe. So hopefully they were able to kind of recenter themselves going into this match against the Panthers in the little amount of time that they had.
Again, we're fixing that right now. Perfect. Okay. Because the Panthers are on the orange side, and the Gorillas are on the blue side here. As we saw, Gorilla team members, we have Doppler, we have Mysterio, and Mellow Mighty. And then for the Panthers, we have Zeekers, Skapow, and Twan.
Yeah, Twan. All tied up here so far. And soon, guys, we're going to be doing a giveaway for an Astro A40, an amazing headset, to one of our players here in the arena today. Mysterio taking the first goal, and that is going to be 1-0. 4 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, still plenty of time to go, and this is definitely still the feeling out period that we have here. But yeah, look at that. It's good to see the Gorillas coming back from a loss that they just took in overtime. Definitely, that is definitely something that would be heartbreaker, definitely a mental strain, but they're able to pick themselves back up and take the lead here.
Yeah, and again, just to clarify, we've got the Gorillas up 1-0, as not quite so indicated by our on-screen prompts, but we're going to get those switched over pretty quickly here. So Gorillas able to get back a little bit of momentum, and all right, that I'm being told that it was a score bug. Oh no.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wait, there is a bug that we're dealing with our system right now.
Copy that.
We'll keep reminding you who's on what team. Just know that right now, blue team is Gorillas. Oh my gosh. That ball was bouncing around in the center here. Blue team is Gorillas. Orange team is Panthers.
All right. And just got the word on our giveaway winner for this first one. And it is going to be the winner of Astro A40 and Gamer Sensei gift card. And we're going to be coming to us here in the studio in just a second to show you guys some of this amazing stuff that we've got ready to rock and roll. And the winner is going to be, look at this.
Look at
amazing.
that.
A40
it looks
gift.
So good.
So good. And the winner is going to be Rhino. Congratulations. You're going to be the new owner of an A40 Plus Mix Amp Pro.
Woo.
And we've got it right here for you. As well as a Sensei Gaming or Gamer Sensei gift card. Sorry about that. And alrighty, that's gonna be our first giveaway, and we're gonna have another one coming up for you in about 45 minutes, and then we're gonna have a couple more throughout the day as well as tomorrow. So little extra surprises for our players that are coming in today, and it's, I mean, really big thank you for having them out and competing and getting to show off some of their skills. It's a really great showcase for the high school level coming into the collegiate scene and getting to connect them with the 11 different colleges of coaches that we have here. Yeah, I mean, it's great.
It's awesome, yeah. So again, a big congrats to Rhino of the Tyrants today for winning that giveaway. And we're back into it. This is going to be the Gorillas still up 2-0 against the Panthers. And really, I mean, great way to come back out of that loss in overtime against the Skulls. The Knights.
Knights.
Yes, the Knights.
Crap. I need a little notepad back here.
But you said it. If they were able to take the Knights to overtime for so long, it was able to be such a close game. This is another team that we got to look out for, and they are not letting that loss distract them at all as they are trying to strengthen this lead, and they are able to do it as Doppler's able to bring the score up 3-0 here.
Wow. Yeah, and I mean, as we know, there may be one team that pops off at 6-0. They may just, have a really great run through this round robin. But then there might be a couple other teams that are winding up at 5-2 or 4-3, and that's just the next best thing. And then they're probably going to do probably a head-to-head or score differential. So they can't count themselves out. They've got their eyes on the prize, the grand finals. And
as we're talking, though, we're going to go over to the Knights versus the Tyrants here. Knights up 2-0. Again, there are a lot of teams that are kind of really showing themselves here. And Knights doing an awesome job. The Gorillas doing an amazing job as well, able to bounce back. Skulls also another team to look at here. But honestly...
Whoa! Wow, Steph coming in here, putting another point up on top of the Knights. And they're doing a great job here. Tyrants obviously running into a little bit more trouble here in round three rather.
Round 3, yep.
I guess it's all really game 3,
Yeah,
round
that's
3.
also true.
Interchangeable when you're doing best of ones. And wow, I mean, this is a very comfortable lead for the Knights. Tap Steph and Jonathan and our final Mr. Flippy.
Yes, Cosmic Flippy. I think a big thing to note here, though, is it is so difficult. All of these players are playing with people that they probably haven't played with before, and they're playing a bunch of different teams. Oh my gosh! Jay Spiel almost able to knock the ball in for the Tyrants.
I mean, you almost kind of got to look at it like solo queue because you're just playing so many different games against so many different players, constantly changing in every matchup. The only thing that you can really do, I guess, is just start to get to know the person on your left and right, and then taking down the newcomers that come each game. So
I mean, I'm sure this is definitely a team bonding experience right now, playing 6-7 games with against some of the best here.
Heck yeah!
And Knight's able to get another score on the board.
Wow.
One tap Steph able to get his second goal of the game here.
All right, and we're going to go on over to the Eagles versus the Aliens. I'm being told that this is actually a tie ball game at 0-0. We've got a little bit of a score bug.
0-1 right now.
Well, again, that's the score bug. And so it'll be 0-0. And 3 minutes left to go in this game.
Yeah.
And that's going to be another slow shot there from Time Trick Shot.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. A lot of just kind of miscommunication, a little bit of fumble around, and he comes firing in. He was basically, his car was touching both of his teammates at the time of connection with that ball. A little bit of really committing to that, making sure that that final shot went in, because if they were able to pop that back out into the field, that was surely going to spell a little bit of doom for them.
Disaster, yeah. So just as a reminder here, for you, since we don't have the scoreboard right now, we're dealing with a little bit of technical issues. Blue team is going to be the Aliens, and orange team is the Gorillas. And we are tied right now 1-1, 2 minutes and 22 seconds to go here. Lots of Rocket League left to go. And Knight with a beautiful score. Let's take a look at that.
Wow. No way. Look at that pass.
Look at the pass,
He was able to get to the left side of the ball, pop it against that back wall, and his teammate was there to clean it up.
Yeah, that is, wow. The teamwork, the ball control, the air control, definitely very impressive. Trick Shot almost able to, well, he was able to save the ball there. I thought he was trying to make a goal. But no, he's not trying to make a goal on his own goal there. But again, the ball's kind of floundering around here in front of, oh my gosh!
Oh, Doodle! Gonna be taking on the world here. Let's take another look in slow motion. Just a little reverse, no big deal. Just gonna sit right here and cherry pick this goal with my bumper.
That was a very strange goal, but good positioning, good place to be. Good job on the Gorillas to play so aggressively so Doodle could get a goal there. And now
we're going to pop on over to Team Alien just to remind you guys a little bit about these rosters and get to showcase some of these amazing players here. We've got Timex, Trickshot, Good Luck, and Nico here on Team Alien. Couple of champs, Grand Champ, 2 seniors, and a looks like somebody that's already graduated, just on his way to college. Amazing stuff. Team Alien there, just coming at you. And here we go. We're going to start back into this game. Team Aliens having a little bit of trouble here, but there's Good Luck adding another goal to his team. And just as I say they're not having a good time, they're having a good luck time as he tries to claw back his team back into this game. Minute and 27 seconds left to go.
Wait, what happened here? We turned away for a little bit. All of a sudden the scoreboard has 6 points on it. That's insane. That is awesome. But here we go again. Alien's gonna try to do something. They still have a minute to work with to crawl back here. And Gorillas are going to have to do everything they can do in order to keep up the pressure here, keep up this score.
Oh, man. And, wow, minute left on the clock. Aliens really going to need to make something happen here. Not much time left. Down, I believe, a goal. I think it was a score bug being 1-0. But that being said, that's going to be another tacked on. Spooky scoring another goal in this game. Trick Shot just barely trying to get there in time, and that's going to be a great bump out of the way. to make sure that ball remains untouched as it travels to the heart of the goal.
Yeah. And this is what we love to see, this beautiful Rocket League. I think it is important to talk about the competitive aspect here, but also these players are here to show off their skills. And oh my gosh,
wow.
Knight with a beautiful just air control, able to just drop the ball in.
And now they're just piling it on. I mean, well, look at this.
Look
at
that
this.
Teamwork.
Unbelievable.
That
great
is
ball
insane.
control, great car control, and teamwork there from that team to just put the hurting on the aliens. Honestly, at the moment, really trying to make sure that if it ever does come to a tie, if it ever does come to a score differential, that they are going to be in great shape.
Wow, look at that. And again, another kind of miscommunication here. Blue team is, in fact, the aliens, and orange team is the Eagles here. I think I said the Gorillas before, but it is definitely the Eagles here. And that roster is Doodle, Knight, and Spooky. And they are looking incredible here.
I wish they would have put Knight on the Knights. It would have made it a
Yeah,
little bit
it would've made
easier,
so much
but you know, luckily we don't have too many that are coincide with exactly what our team names are. So hopefully the confusion remains low for us in the booth, and hopefully out you guys out there in the world.
And it looks like we're just about done with regulation time here. They're going to do everything they can to keep the ball in the air, but once the ball touches the ground, it's going to be over. And with that, the Eagles take the victory here.
Wow, big game for them. And we're going to come back to us for just a moment, guys. How you guys doing? You having a great time out here watching some awesome Rocket League? I mean, the action is basically nonstop.
Nonstop,
and we're having so much fun. And we've got these amazing giveaways happening all day. Going to have a couple more A40s, giving away some chairs. I mean, it's going to be great stuff. Really giving an amazing experience to some of these high school players that we have. And speaking of chairs and giveaways and stuff, we're going to go to a quick sponsor break for our Respawn sponsor. We'll be right back. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That was a couple of great ads we've got for Respawn and Shenandoah University. Again, we are here live from Winchester, Virginia, here broadcasting with a joint effort between Stay Plugged In and Shenandoah University. And we're going to hop right back into the action with Tyrants going up 1-0 against the Panthers. This game is just getting started. And we're going to go ahead and take another look at a roster here just in a moment, really continuing to highlight a lot of these high school players coming in and giving up their time today to really get a chance to get in front of some coaches.
And here's Tyrant right now. Again, look at these players. Grand champs, all of them looking really good. 2 seniors, 1 student that's looking for a college to go to. Rhino, the one who won the giveaway earlier. So again, definitely.
I mean, look at these guys are naturals. They took all these pictures this morning at bleary-eyed at 7:30 in the morning. They're ready to jump into esports, man, I tell you.
Yeah, and as we're talking, Rhino is able to tack another point on the board for Tyrants there.
Ooh, really just, not even really much of a lot to do in that situation. It was just a simple, I've got the opportunity, gonna right place, right time, and nobody was really there to, I mean, they were definitely there, but really unable to make a defensive play on such a shot. Good. So that's gonna be Tyrants up 2-0, still fighting for one of those top 2 positions. That's gonna move into the grand finals here, and that's gonna be a best of 5. And yeah.
I mean, but we can't count out the Panthers yet. Still have plenty of time to work with. 2 minutes to go. Anything can happen here.
Speaking of the Panthers, let's go ahead and take a look at that roster.
There we go. Here we have the Panthers here. Again, grand champions, all of them looking good. We have 2 seniors and 1 junior. Definitely going to want to look out for them.
I like Zeker's headshot that he took this morning.
It looks like an actual Panther. That's crazy.
My goodness, really embodying the spirit of the team.
Yeah, but again, like you said, all of these kids look naturals in front of the camera here with their headshots. Love to see it.
Pros already.
Yeah, already pros. Yeah, exactly.
I wish I was that good at taking pictures.
Well, I don't want to talk about my headshot.
That's right. You do have a couple professional headshots being on one of our varsity teams here, the Super Smash Brothers team. Crushing it, man. And let's jump back into the action here. Getting a little sidetracked. I'm just excited about all the things here at SU. And here we go. Tyrants still up 2-0. 50 seconds left on the clock over the Panthers. And that's going to be demoed down onto Magma. Skapow with a shot. Rhino with the save. Here's another opportunity. No. It's going to be pushed away.
It's definitely a dangerous situation here for the Tyrants. Panthers doing everything they can. Got to do something to put a point on the board. 30 seconds to go. Look at that air control. Oh, just barely off the mark.
Yeah, Magma just working to clear that ball and just waste time. You know, if there was a time to get back into the game and get one of these 2 down points. Wow, almost another shot for the Tyrants. And there we go, just kind of bumbling in there. Magma with the mushroom cloud, the explosion of really just a great name to go with the goal animation there.
Yeah. And here we go, switching off to the Skulls versus Eagles. As we talk, oh my gosh, Skulls almost able to get a beautiful half-court shot here. Again, a beautiful block from the Eagles, though. Skulls not letting up the pressure. And Alter's able to get a shot there, bringing the Skulls up 2-1. There is just about a minute remaining, and Skulls are up 1 point.
If I've seen anything, Skulls, amazing team so far. Let's go ahead and take a look at their roster. We've got Alter, Playzu, and Void. We've seen a couple of amazing plays out of Void, a couple of great shots, amazing saves, and 4.0 student to boot. So
yeah, look at that.
He's firing on all cylinders of life, and now in front of some coaches and kicking butt on the main stage here. Skulls, I mean, continuing to put pressure on all teams that they face here in this round robin. If I'm doing my math correctly, I believe that they're still undefeated here so far, but Eagles looking to change that. 30 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, and it is super doable for the Eagles right now. All they need to do is get something good. A breakaway shot like this. Eagles going to push their advantage. Void's there to knock it off the wall, but he's not able to get across here.
And 13 seconds left. Not much to do except hold your breath, folks.
Oh my gosh, yeah, anything can happen here in these last 4 seconds. Again, the game doesn't end until the ball hits the ground.
Oh my gosh, there was an opportunity late in the game. And here we are switching over to the Knights versus the Aliens. Knights with a comfortable lead.
Yeah, 4-0, looking very good. Cosmic Flippy's going to try to do something. Isn't able to get the flip reset.
He certainly was flipping around. Holy smokes.
Oh, one tap. Stefan is going to get the flip reset, though, and that is incredible. It's so good to see. Look here. He's going to hit all 4 of his wheels are going to touch the ball, giving him another jump, which is able to have him get more air control and knock the ball in here. Here we go, taking a look at the Knights. We've been talking about them all day. Here they are. We got Cosmic Flippy, Jonathan, and One Tap Stefan. All seniors, and 2 Supersonic Legends and 1 Grand Champion.
Yeah, knowing that Jonathan is going to be coming to SU.
Already
amazing.
got the SU merch
Already
on.
got the SU merch on. Really awesome stuff to see, and I thought he was going to be one of the better players here. Just to see that he's teamed up with 2 Supersonic Legends, and I mean, that just goes to show you the caliber of the players here today.
Yeah.
Certainly, I mean, I think I'd probably be around gold. You know, do they have a wood or dirt division? That's right where I belong.
But again, we've talked. I feel like we've talked about this in the past. Players talk about it a lot. Wow, Cosmic Flippy with a beautiful drop shot there. Ranks are good. They look good. They look nice, especially if you're able to get into Supersonic Legend here. But they don't mean everything. And I think having something like this round robin is a great way to prove that all of these players are here to play. They're here to show off their stuff. Moving on to Gorillas versus Tyrants. Some teams, definitely 2 teams that we've been looking at a lot today here, and for good reason. Both definitely have the skills to match, and both are looking for the crown, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I know that the Knights and the Skulls are doing really well so far.
Yeah.
We'll have leaderboards here for you in a little bit. And let's go ahead and take a look at Team Gorilla. We've got Doppler, Mysterio, and Mellow Mighty. Once again, this team, one of the first ones we were able to show today, and a couple of great players. Again, we've got 2 juniors, a senior. Look at those grades.
Yeah. And
Got some smart kids here today.
I got some smart kids today, yeah. And they're all Grand
4.5?
champions.
That's possible these days? I'm just kidding. It was possible in my day, too.
Yeah, no need to date yourself too much here.
Just want everybody to know that I'm old.
But again, we're still in the feeling out process here. I like seeing these later games because now you know the teams are definitely warmed up and they're definitely playing really hard. And we're seeing that. This is such a close game. Gorilla's up 1 point with about 3 minutes to go.
Oh! Tyrants with the equalizer. Jay Spieldog able to pop that one from about midfield here. Nobody able to get back on defense in time. I think he was trying to steal the credit there.
Yeah.
But no, sir. Going over to Jay Spieldog. And let's take another look at Team Tyrant. Master Hanser, why don't you talk us through this one?
Yeah, again, so we have Team Tyrant here. We have 2 seniors, 1 student looking for a college. That's Rhino. I mean, look at these, all grand champions, all pretty good grades. In fact, Jay Spieldog's here in Winchester, Virginia. Might be looking for Shenandoah when he graduates.
Yeah, I mean, look how far some of these players are traveling just to be able to get in front of coaches. And I just love the progression that esports is making and the opportunities that Stay Plugged In and Shenandoah University are able to provide a service for both the coaches from the colleges and the players. And obviously this is on the competitive side within the game, but then also they offer, opportunities with outside of the game, by connecting students that are looking to, be graphic designers, production, in front of the camera talent, all sorts of stuff around esports. I mean, there's so much more. That's kind of, why Shenandoah University's tagline is beyond gaming. There's so much more than just being within the game and competing. There's so many opportunities within the sphere of the whole industry.
Yeah, and if I can tack onto that, I feel like esports is ever changing, ever growing, and an event like this is kind of on the precipice of what is going to be expected for the future. We know high school combines from traditional sports are kind of just a normal thing these days, but in esports, it's not really. This is kind of one of the newer events that is coming out here. Whoa, beautiful save there from the Tyrants. But again, something like this, especially with COVID happening, LANs have not been happening, especially high school recruiting events have not been happening, collegiate recruiting events have not been happening. But now with something like this, this is definitely the start of an era, I feel.
Yeah, I'm just glad to be part of it.
Yeah, me too.
Wow, what a save from
though.
Magma. You know, when we're tied 1-1, 1 minute left to go, every single little play helps, and what a way to make sure that his team stays in this game, especially when you can't afford any goals to be put on your side of the goal side.
Yeah.
What was that sentence?
but look at this. We have 45 seconds to go, still tied up, both teams back and forth. Oh my gosh!
Can he get it out of there? Yes, he's able to just barely using those rocket boosters on the back of the car to just do anything he can to make sure that thing is not in front of the goal. And luckily for the timing, nobody there from Gorillas able to swat that right into the goal. Tyrants staying alive here. 20 seconds left on the clock.
Oh my gosh, and this game is just so back and forth. Gorillas putting on the pressure now. A little bit of a mistouch here. The ball's going back into the Gorilla side. Tyrant have an opportunity. 5 seconds to go.
Oh!
What was that? Touch?
There's an opportunity. Can it happen? No, ladies and gentlemen. The Gorillas and the Tyrants are going to overtime. Tied 1-1. It is a golden goal situation.
And this is really where players can shine and show what they are made of. Oh my gosh!
We almost just watched the golden goal 10 seconds in.
And like I said, this is time where players understand that they need to put the pedal to the metal, and they are doing that. Both sides looking incredible here. Oh
my gosh. Rhino back with the great save. I think that the pass by Doppler was just looking to hopefully have one of his teammates follow up, and just a little bit of mistime there from the rest of his teammates. And Rhino just getting the free clear. No problem. Sweat off the brow. We're continuing on.
Sweat off the brow just for a second, though. Gorillas being oppressive with this offense. Looks like a break from the Tyrants, though. Can Rhino do anything?
Whoa, that was weird. It's kind of like we stopped in time.
We stopped
just as a moment there, as the ball just kind of dropped to the ground, and both cars just suspended. Yes.
Yeah, but that's a good time. This game happens so fast, so something like that is a good time. Oh
my gosh! Mysterio!
Look at that mid-air. Oh my gosh. Just able to get the corner of his car in there.
What can you say? That's unbelievable. Gorillas taking the games over the Tyrants. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hop over to the Knights versus the Skulls. This is a matchup we think we've been waiting for just about all morning. Both these teams absolutely on a tear through this round robin, and to finally get to see them head to head, tied 1-1. Let's go ahead and take another look at Team Knight.
Yeah, and here we have Team Knight. Again, we have Cosmic Flippy, Jonathan, and One Tap Stefan. And again, we've been talking about a bunch. You see Jonathan with the SU merch. He's coming here later. But here we have all freshmen, all looking for a chance to play in the collegiate scene. Cosmic Flippy, One Tap Stefan, both Supersonic legends, both super stellar students. And Jonathan not far behind in
Super Duper
in Grand Champion 3.
All right, minute 40 seconds left on the clock, and that's going to be Jonathan breaking the tie. Up 2-1 against Team Skull.
Look at that. Look at that pass down.
That's actually my favorite animation that I've seen. It just, like, normally there are giant explosions, and it just goes poof, poof, just disappears in a puff of smoke. That's hilarious. I haven't seen that before.
I don't know. You're right. I feel like a lot of the goal animations. Oh my gosh, as we're talking, beautiful block, beautiful save, but the ball's coming back into the Skulls goal. Oh my gosh.
Alter Rob and Void there with great saves and just rotating through that as it just continually assaults down on their goal.
Yeah, and now we're getting word both of these teams are undefeated right now.
I had a feeling,
Yeah,
but I didn't
had
know
a
for sure.
feeling.
We've just gotten confirmation that they are both undefeated, and this is both #1 seeds. I mean, this is who remains #1 and who remains undefeated. That being said, if one of them has one loss and they've just, swept everybody else by large amounts of scores, then it's likely that they will see each other again in the grand finals.
Yeah.
But you don't want a loss to your name, especially when only 2 teams get in.
Exactly. This definitely could be the matchup we're looking for, and we definitely could see a run back if both teams are able to keep up their beautiful win streaks here. And, oh my gosh!
That's
there it
another
is!
one! One tap Steph.
One
Steven.
tap Steph. Stefan? I don't know.
That's all right.
I'm
we
so
can only
sorry.
read so good. And that's going to be 3-1 in favor of the Knights. 30 seconds left on the clock. Skulls running out of time. Let's take a look at Team Skulls real quick. Alter, Blazu, Void, all awesome kids here in the arena today. Amazing grades. Traveled really far to get here. Void a little bit closer than the other two. And wow, just as we were looking away, Cosmic Flippy putting another one on. That one's going to sting for Skull. Knights looking to stay undefeated as they continue on to round 6.
They're looking so strong, but you cannot take anything away. Skulls have been on an absolute tear here. Both teams have been playing just incredibly throughout this entire series. Just about 10 seconds to go here. Looks like Knights are going to clean up 4-1. As I'm saying, though, both teams still playing super hard. Game doesn't end till the ball hits the ground, and there it is. Knights with the victory. Knights are going to remain undefeated as the Skulls are going to add a loss to their name, but they're not out of it yet. That was only round 5. There's still 2 more rounds to go, and they
Maybe one more round.
Maybe one
if
more
I'm
round.
doing the math correctly, one team has to play 6 games against the other 6 teams, 6 rounds.
Yeah, we can't read that well. We can't do math that well.
And we can't even talk that good. Why are we in here?
But again, it is very possible that we will see the run back in grand finals here.
Yeah, I mean, Knights and Skulls, I don't think we saw anybody else with quite that record. And, one loss looking really, really good. Even Team Skull rolling through a lot of the other teams. I mean, a couple of games were close, but some of them not so close. So
Yeah.
obviously really strong team. And if they were able to kind of learn a couple things about the Knights moving forward, then they could use a couple of those things moving into the best of 5 that they may or may not be looking forward to in the grand finals as they rematch against the undefeated Knights.
Nice. Yeah. But again, I think that's a great point that you pointed out here. A lot of times when we watch Rocket League, it's either a best of 3 or a best of 5. And a lot of teams use that first game to kind of feel out each other. And maybe the Knights are just a lot faster at that. And if there is that run back into a best of 5, the Skulls definitely have the ability to kind of feel out their opponents a bit more and take the time to just, play the game that they want to. But here we go, going Eagles versus Knights, right back into the action. Let's take a look at the Eagles squad. We have Doodle, Knight, who's not on the Knights, and Spooky.
Very spooky.
And again, these players not too far. One's Doodle's in Virginia, Knights from North Carolina, and Spooky's from South Carolina. But again, all these kids looking super good, keeping their grades up, while also keeping their Rocket League
skills up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And obviously we're going to continue following this undefeated run from the Knights. But can the Eagles scrape one by? As we said, anything can happen. And still being tied against the...
Look at that pass. Oh, my gosh.
Of course I'm saying still being tied 4 minutes into the game. Boop. Goal.
Look at that.
Unbelievable.
Beautiful.
Unbelievable.
Such good air control and ball control. And honestly, the Eagles team was there for the defense. but the ability to just maneuver the ball, change the direction of it, is absolutely insane.
They almost hit the perfect angle on that corner, and that's going to be one off the crossbar. Anybody there to clean it up? No, they're going to be pushing that back away. Spooky coming around, going to be trying to get a goal of his own.
Yeah, and we've talked about this a little bit before in the past, but I feel like it's definitely shown itself here in this game. The crossbar and the posts are your fourth man here. Definitely one of the best goalkeepers in the game. Oh my gosh, speaking of goalkeepers, Knight able to jump in front of that ball.
This is a good-looking shot.
It's
a good-looking shot.
Gosh.
From downtown.
Look at that. A self-pass, able to knock it off the wall, and no one is there. Knight's fully committed. No one's able to get back in time. And now they're tied it up. The undefeated team is facing some adversity from the Eagles here.
Caw.
That
Eagles, don't count them out.
No, definitely not. While we're talking, though, let's take a look again at the Knights. Cosmic Flippy, Jonathan, and one-tap Stefan, one-tap Steven.
We'll just call him one-tap.
One-tap,
we can't keep doing this.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, man, but yeah, great group of players here. Again, but now facing a little bit of adversity. But as I say that, able to get a one-goal lead over the Eagles. And can the Eagles fly back into a tie and subsequently perhaps a victory over the undefeated team? That would certainly throw a wrench into the whole bracket and how everything's working out so far.
Definitely. And again, with these best of ones, anything can happen. An upset can happen at any point in the bracket. And Eagles looking to make that happen here. But
off the left, bouncing left and right, all around the goal of the Eagles. Cosmic Flippy trying to put another one over there, but no, going to be smacked away. And, it's just going constantly. I got to hand it to the Knights. I mean, they were able to, even when they were up or tied there 1-1, they were able to put one more in and get a little bit of comfort. One tap. Almost with the shot there. And this is just constant.
Oh my gosh.
The ball never left the 18 almost. It was just bouncing all around here. And finally, they're able to get it. And look at the pass from Cosmic over to Jonathan. What an amazing play there off the top crossbar. Jonathan ready to clean it back up.
I mean, and honestly, these rotations, this teamwork from the Knights is absolutely insane. Every player is where they need to be at the correct time. And I'm not going to take anything away from the Eagles either.
Oh, wow. I think there was a Rule 1 there.
It may not even have been a Rule 1. It just looked like...
let's take a look. Oh, he's just bullying him.
He's just pushing him, yeah.
Bullying him back into that goal. He said, get out of the way. My main man's coming through, and you can't be here. This is a party for us only. We're going to switch over to the Skulls versus the Panthers. Skulls a little bit fired up after taking their first loss against the Knights, and now they have put up 2 goals of their own against the Panthers.
Look at that. Void with a beautiful shot and a dunk to boot. Now they're up 2-0 against the Panthers. 2 minutes remaining. Panthers are going to go down 3-0.
Skulls are fired up.
They definitely are. I mean, who wouldn't be? Taking your first loss, and now they got to fight to stay in it so that they can get a chance for the rematch, the rerun. Here we go. Taking a look at Team Skulls. Again, we have Alter, Playzoo, and Void. Again, we have 1 Supersonic Legend, a Grand Champion, and a Champion. Look at these grades, though. 3.5, 3.6, and a 4.0. Look at that.
Wow, Skulls, while we are away, scoring another one. And boy, oh boy, if they are able to continue this out and not let 4 goals come in from the Panthers, they're going to be moving on to 5-1 as their record for the day. And I think that just might be good enough to put them back in the grand finals after taking their loss to the Knights. It's good to see them rally a little bit, after taking a bit of a beating there in the 5th round. Understandably so.
Yeah,
very good team, and a lot of it is how you deal with the adversity round in and round out. We've been playing Rocket League for a couple hours now, and these guys are still sharp.
Yeah, I think, yeah, again, we've talked about...
Oh, wow, almost a
in.
little bit of miscommunication there and own goal action, but able to save it.
Yeah, Panthers have been so aggressive here, keeping it in the side of Skulls here. Skulls doing everything they can to knock it away, but almost able to get a goal from their goal. Here we go, looking at the Panthers now. We have Zekers, Skapow, and Twan. Again, look at these guys. Grand champions, the like.
Oh, what was going on there? I need to see that in slow motion.
Here we go again.
There was some ping, ping, ping. It was like ping pong.
Oh, yeah, Panthers in the right place at the right time. Unfortunately, though, the ball was just bouncing around here. And we are getting the standings right now.
And we'll give you, once we get the full standings filled out, we will give you a little bit of an announcement about who's going to be making it into the grand finals. This is exciting, guys.
Look at that.
Pretty interesting stuff, actually, on this leaderboard. Something I didn't quite expect. But this could be potentially updated as this game ends. We'll let you know. But currently, Skull's doing everything they can to make sure that they are one of the people making it into this. And wow, Panthers finally able to put one up on the board.
Let's take a look at this. Skapow gonna get it off the kickoff, and a beautiful shot. Skull was there, but unable to get there fast enough, and that's what you want to see. You don't want to get shut out at any point at the time. And Skapow doing a good job and taking advantage of kind of a ricochet shot like that.
Wow. All right, 30 seconds left on the clock. Skull looking to run away with this one. All they got to do is let the clock wind down. But also, you got to not let them score back on you. You've got a good lead, but if you kind of drop your guard, that lead can quickly diminish.
Look at that. Yeah, here we go. Panthers coming alive in the last 30 seconds of the game here. Will it be enough? Probably not. We'll probably see the Skulls try to make sure that they can maintain their lead. But oh my gosh, look at that pass! Almost able to get in. Panthers really coming on fire here. Skulls are doing everything they can to just prevent the ball from going in their goal. And again, the clock does stop when you score a goal. But we're looking at 10 seconds remaining. 4 points is probably too big of a deficit for
I would say
the
it's insurmountable, yep.
Game doesn't end until the ball hits the ground, and they're keeping it alive.
That's all right. GG's to the Skulls, finishing off 5-1 there in the final game.
Yeah.
And we are going to take a quick break. And right back when we get back to you guys, we're going to give you guys a leaderboard and see who's going to be making it into the grand finals. Stay tuned. And we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an exciting finish for you.
Oh my
I can't wait to tell you all about it, but we're going to run up through how everything has happened so far. So in 7th place, we have the Panthers. The Aliens coming in at number 6. Number 5, we have the Eagles. Number 4, the Tyrants. Number 3 and number 2 are the Gorillas and the Skulls. They are actually tied, and we are going to go to a best of 3 to see who is going to be making it into the grand finals to face the undefeated Knights. And I'm super excited about that. But first, before we get to that, we have another giveaway to one of our players here in the arena. And why don't you go ahead and talk about what we've got for them today?
Yeah, so here we go. We have Gamer Adventure Glasses.
Advantage.
Advantage. Oh, my bad. Gamer Advantage Glasses here. $150 value. Holy cow. As well as a Gamer Sensei gift card to boot. And that is going to Tuan of the Panthers. So congratulations to you. That's incredible.
I've been wanting one of these for ages. Gamer Advantage, amazing blue light glasses with not a lot of that yellow tint that you see with a lot of other gamer glasses. And it's going to keep your eyes fresh for the entire time that you're going to be in front of that screen, or multiple screens, depending on your setup. So congratulations, Tuan, for getting this sweet loot.
Keep your eyes fresh and keep you looking fresh.
That's right. So we're going to go ahead and take another look at our two teams that are going to be facing off here in the what is essentially the semifinals, and because this is the third place match,
fighting for
and
third place
the
here.
next one, well, they're fighting for second place to get into the grand finals. The loser will ultimately be third place. But here we go, taking a look, Team Skulls. And then the next one, we're going to go back over and check out the Gorillas.
Team
but
Gorillas,
holy smokes. I just kind of assumed that we would have two top teams, but the fact that we get one final matchup to see who gets to get into the grand finals is super awesome. So Team Gorilla, we've got Doppler, Mysterio, and Mellow Mighty. Once again, these guys in the semifinals here. Best of 3. Quick, it's not a best of 1, but it is not a best of 5. It is somewhere in between, and you got to figure out what you're doing quick.
Yeah, definitely. And these teams have, I believe they've already played each other, very possibly. But, yeah.
Well, it's a round robin, so
yeah,
they absolutely
had
have
to. Yeah, but the thing is, this is definitely insanity. We've been talking about the Skulls all day, but we've also been talking about the Gorillas. They've had a great performance throughout the rest of the series, obviously if they're making it into tied for second, third. But yeah, it is so incredible to see both teams, such a high caliber, going against the Knights, who have proven their dominance for the entirety of the series here.
Yeah, I'm going to come back to us. Little, the old matchmaking bugs you got going on. Players not quite loading in, unfortunately, but that's going to be all right. We'll get that solved and get back to the action here shortly. Yeah. But we can talk a little bit more. It's been a little bit since we've talked about Spin, Stay Plugged In, and why don't we just touch again about what they're all about? Yeah,
so Stay Plugged In, or Spin, again, is a Charlotte, North Carolina-based company. They essentially connect high school students with colleges that are looking to recruit high schoolers into esports programs, whether that's in gaming, so in esports like Rocket League, or in like the other kind of surrounding areas, things like production, graphic design, broadcasting, and that is definitely something that's really helpful. They also host tournaments, even are working on some classes, as well as just setting up events like this in conjunction with Shenandoah.
Yeah, and speaking of Shenandoah, I mean, this is an amazing program. You're in the undergrad program. I'm in the grad program. I'm getting my MBA with a focus in esports management. I mean, we're learning all sorts of amazing tools that are going to help us further out in the sphere of the esports world, and I can't wait to be able to apply some of the skills that I've been learning. I mean, some of the classes have me just working. I mean, you think esports might be all fun, but my goodness, it is fun. And I love what I'm doing, but it's work.
Yeah, it definitely is. Speaking of work, we are gonna see some work from both the teams. Gorillas right off the bat getting the first goal here.
Wow, let's take another look at what happened off the right wall. Mysterio just adding a little bit of extra spice, and unable to get the block there out of what I believe was Void.
Yeah, and here we go. So we have Gorillas in blue and Skulls in orange. We're working on fixing the graphics right now.
And that's all right, but boy, to get that early goal and possibly another, no, Void's going to be there this time, saving away the goal, and that's going to be a shot down over to the other side. The nice transition. Mysterio, can he do it again? Wow, he's gotten 3 shots on goal already, and it's been 40 seconds.
It's been not a lot yet. We know that this is definitely going to be a barn burner of a match. Both teams going to be playing as hard as they possibly can, and they have more time to work with because this is in fact a best of 3.
Nice little defense there. Mysterio trying to get it off of, into the goal rather, not off the crossbar, but sometimes that helps.
Oh, Void with the beautiful block there, able to get it out. And Mysterio is going to try to cross it to the center here, past the blocker. Not going to be able to find. Oh, Doppler's there.
Doppler with our angle. We couldn't quite see, but he comes out of nowhere. And look at that great pass from Mysterio. Doppler just scooping it up before it hits that right side. And what a great team play. An example of the fact that they've been working together all morning and learning from each other. And I wish that we could hear the communication from these players because it's got to be just electric.
It's got to be insane. Well, if you're in the coaching room, you can probably hear some of the comms happening right now. And I'm sure the coaches are definitely going to keep their eye on both of these teams right now because they have been playing insane. Again, though, we've been talking about the Skulls a lot and how they're one of the favorite teams here. Gorilla saying, hey, wait a second, you can't sleep on us. Gorilla's up 2-0 against the Skulls. Both teams, I guess, are only down 1 game. Actually, both of them have lost to the Knights. And as I'm talking,
wow,
Mello gets a beautiful shot from the pass. Let's take a look at that.
Off that corner, and then Mello just with the timing right before the defender was able to get a touch on it. Up 3-0, 3 minutes ago. Again, this is a best of 3, so no big deal. If they end up going down 1 game, they're just going to have to win the next 2 if they want to make it to the grand finals. And you honestly want to start getting used to winning if you're going to get to the grand finals because you have a long road there in a best of 5.
Yeah, I mean, and something that we haven't really touched on a lot is the fatigue that the players are going to be feeling at this point. Just played a round 6 round robin. Now they're in round 7. This is a best of 3. And grand finals is going to be a best of 5. That's definitely going to be taxing to the players.
I mean, I'll be honest. When I was, 20, I would sit. I've played Halo for like 15 or 16 hours before and been unfazed. So.
Oh my gosh.
these kids are probably fine.
This is why when I play Smash, it's very, very short intervals because I could not do that. Fatigue would definitely be eating at me right now. Oh my gosh, look at this.
Oh!
Gorillas are putting on so much pressure here.
Yeah, and this is a very slow developing play right now, and it might speed up here unless, yes, they're able to get it away from the goal, but it's right back in front of them. Void doing everything he can with the rest of his squad to try and get a goal on the board, and also just with the unrelenting offense.
Yeah.
I mean...
the Gorillas are just putting on so much pressure here, and it's basically everything the Skulls can do to just get them out of there. They get the ball out of their corner, but here we go. Looks like a push from the Skulls here. Plays you is going to try to do something, but it gets, again, the Gorillas knock it back into the Skulls goal.
That's right. Yeah, minute and a half left on the clock. Skulls, I think if I were them, obviously trying to come back, not a lot of time left. It's certainly doable, but I think I would start looking and preparing mentally for the next game.
For the next game,
getting ready and steeling themselves for the fact that they know they're going to have to win 2 in a row. They've lost the privilege or the opportunity to drop a game in the middle of wins by dropping the first game and then making sure that they're ready to just,
Oh, look at that. Mellow Mighty with a dunk on the Skulls there. Let's take a look at that again. Look at this. Beautiful tap, and Mellow's just going to tap that right in there past 2 defenders of the Skulls.
And if we weren't sure before whether or not the Skulls were going to be able to come back in game 1, I think it's become a little bit more clear with the 4-goal deficit with about 10 seconds per goal allotted left for the comeback. And that is going to quickly dissipate.
Gorilla's still putting on the pressure, trying to make this 5-0. They're getting very close. 30 seconds remaining. Shot after shot after shot, all coming off the top of the crossbar here. Almost 20 seconds to go. Skull's going to try to do something, make sure they're not shut out in this round here. But I think you're definitely correct, ZombieXander, when you're talking about the teams just need to start looking to game number 2 now.
Yeah. I mean, you just kind of don't even worry about what's going on in the field at the moment and just make sure that you're ready to rock and roll for the next one, because it starts back at 0-0 and then you got 5 minutes to show your stuff. So,
and these players have a lot of stuff to show. I cannot wait to see what comes next here.
That's right. Well, it is do or die for the Skulls, a team that we really thought was a solid number 2 seed, and little did we know Gorillas right there with them and showing them up in game number 1, winning 4-0.
Yeah, that's incredible, honestly.
Well, tournament life on the line for the Skulls. Gorillas 1 game away from making it into the grand finals.
Yeah.
We'll see what they're capable of.
Into the grand finals, take on the undefeated Knights team. And that is definitely going to be a super awesome match to watch as well. That's going to be a best of 5. This is a best of 3. And we've been watching the round robins all in best of 1s. Players are going to have to switch up their game plan. They're used to just playing quick game after game after game. But now they're sticking with the same team. They got to really pull out all the stops if they're going to want to take this victory here.
That's right. Once again, SPINandoah, which is the event today. We've got 11 different colleges of coaches here to watch 21 different players in Rocket League, and then we're also going to be going over to Valorant later today, and then we're also going to be going over to Overwatch and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on Sunday, and it's just going to be nonstop action, getting these players to strut their stuff and get to play some competitive games in our arena. And here we go. Game number 2, guys.
Game number 2. Let's get hyped.
Let's get hyped.
Here we go. And again, we have Gorillas in the blue, Skulls in the orange. And not much happening here at the start. Again, we're just 10 seconds in. Sometimes we'll see a quick goal off the bat. A triple commit from the Gorillas, though, actually ends up working in their favor, but they have to be careful with something like that, because we have seen the Skulls take advantage of misplays and started a lead here.
Well, like you said, I mean, sometimes it pays off to be super duper aggressive. We've seen a lot of Rocket League where they will triple commit, just going for the all in, and will leave themselves vulnerable. And it really is an ebb and flow of whether or not you want to commit everybody back, leave somebody forward, push everybody to try and get that one goal that's just fumbling right there on the goal line over the line. But these teams very measured.
Oh my gosh, that save!
Void with the last second save from the Doppler shot. And that thing was not super fast of a shot, so there was plenty of time, but it for sure the entire way looked like it was just sinking to that left side of the net.
Yeah, and again, Gorilla's got to be careful with these commits here. That was a double commit up there. Both players missing the ball. Here we go. A demo coming out on the side of for Gorillas, meaning that Skulls are down a player for a couple of seconds here. A little bit of a power play if you're familiar with the terminology from hockey. But here we go. Shot after shot. The Gorillas are putting on an onslaught here. But hey, now it's time for the Skulls to see what they're made of. Plays you unable to get something good. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Ball is kind of floundering around in front of the Skulls net.
The thing about the Skulls is they only need one goal to send it to game 3.
Yeah.
They just have to have good enough defense to keep the Gorillas off of the board. And if they're able to get that one goal, and now as I say it, they're at risk for putting one in their own net. But if they're able to just get one goal, they can move on to game 3 and take solace in the fact that they were able to hold a team that just scored 4 goals on them. And after the first 1 or 2, and then you start to kind of let off the gas a little bit, and they start to kind of just landslide into your goal, it seems, because you're like kind of trying to refocus for the next game. But probably feels pretty good to be halfway through this game. No goals scored whatsoever. So they are sticking with the Gorillas nice and tight here halfway through.
Wow, I love watching this gameplay. Both of these teams are playing absolutely incredible. Oh my gosh, as I say, Void with a beautiful shot, and this is the goal Skulls needed. And now they're up 1-0. Look at this. A little bit of a misplay from the Gorillas, dropping it down to Void, but he's not going to let that opportunity go to waste. Knock it into the corner of the goal.
And that's what these caliber of players are going to do every time, is take advantage of missteps from the enemy team. And that's a perfect example of that right there. Right place, right time, recognizing that that ball was going to be dropping right in front of the net if something wasn't going to go. If their defense on that wall didn't go perfectly, that's exactly what was going to happen.
Yeah, and I'm definitely starting to see the change here for the Skulls. They're up now, not down 4-0. I think you're right, Zombie Xander. They, at the end of that other game, the previous game, they were just like, all right, we're moving on to game 2. Just think about what's happening next. And that really shows the mental fortitude that these players have here.
Oh, wow.
Gosh.
Big save from Doppler there. Void putting on the pressure, trying to make it 2-0. But as I said, it just takes one.
Oh.
And wow.
Oh my gosh, this is getting super intense, super scary. And we saw the Skulls tried to kind of bump the other players. Oh my gosh.
That's a really great play right there. Able to maintain possession of the ball. Unfortunately, it's going to be moving back over towards the Gorilla side. Another shot on goal from Playzu. Mysteria able to get the block. However, Gorillas running out of time here in game number 2. But lucky for them, only down 1 goal. If they are able to equalize it and get the lead, they will be moving on to the grand finals. But Skulls looking to take it to game 3.
Yeah, they really are, and they can definitely do it. Skulls have all the momentum, all the pressure right now. As I say that, ball rolls in front of Skulls' net here.
Just kind of right in front of it. No big deal.
But yeah, the Gorillas are turning up, throwing shot after shot here. 30 seconds remaining. All Skulls need to do is hold on to this lead, and we're going into game 3.
Oh! Wow.
Oh my gosh, that was so close.
However, that would have been a Skulls goal, really just tacking onto the lead. Oh my goodness, Skulls need to get this out of here if they want to move forward.
10 seconds remaining. We've seen teams score with this last little bit of time, and as long as the Gorillas can keep the ball in the air,
they want to end it here.
Oh, it's still in the air right now.
Oh,
there it is.
And that's going to be the ball hitting the ground. That's going to be the Skulls taking the game. Was it 1-0?
It was 1-0, yeah.
Did I call it or did I call it?
Yeah, you said all they needed was 1 goal, and all they got was 1 goal, and that was all they needed. We're moving on to game number 3. Oh my gosh, my heart is racing, it's pounding. Oh my gosh. This is what we wanted. We wanted to see it drag out all the way here. The players are going to be able to just show off all of their skills.
You love the hype around the fact that we get to go to a final game in the semifinals to push into the grand finals. I mean, there's no better feeling knowing that it is the final game. They have to put all on the line or they're out of the tournament.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah. And again, I think they're playing for some scholarship money here as well, which is definitely awesome to hear about. But we are going to get into this next game very shortly, so stick with us. Don't go anywhere. We're about to find out who's going to be I
want to look at some of this swag that these kids are getting. I mean, it comes amazingly packaged right here.
Look at that. Gamer
Advantage glasses. These things are so amazing because they actually have like a sunglass magnetic clip that doesn't, it's like unassuming, you know, it just kind of magnetically snaps right onto the front of the glasses and it just looks like you're wearing awesome sunglasses, but you could just wear your transition from gamer to outside person.
To outside person.
You know it.
But we're talking about gamers here, and we're talking about Gorillas versus Skulls. And this is the 3rd game in a best-of-3 series. Whoever wins this gets to go to grand finals, takes on the undefeated Knights. So
It's kind of like camouflage, or not camouflage, like a disguise. You know, like outside. Like if you're wearing sunglasses, you're like, you know, as a gamer, you're like an outside person. You know, they'll never suspect.
They'll never suspect that.
That I never see the sun.
Oh my gosh! But as we're talking, the ball was rolling very dangerously close to the Skulls net, and now Skulls looking to take on the Gorillas here, keeping it in their half. Gorillas gonna say something about that, knock it over here. Can they do anything? Looks like.
And this is kind of the pace of the game that we started off with. I mean, the very, very quick back and forth. Wow, this could go in. No, there's a member from the Skulls able to get it away from the goal, but we're back on the Gorilla side. Like I said, this is back and forth. This is kind of the pace of game number 2 that we were taking, but the fact that no goal, only one goal went in, that's going to be first blood in game number 3. Gorillas, Doppler striking here. Let's take another look in slow motion right around half field, and then he gets a nice tap off the right wall and into the heart of the goal.
Yeah,
nice job by Doppler.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pass from Maestro to knock it over to Doppler. Doppler able to get it off the back wall. Oh my gosh, Mellow Mighty able to get the goal off of the kickoff here. Skulls unable to rotate fast enough. Let's take another look at this.
And
look at that.
Wow, just stealing it right away. Just trying to get that defense, but unable to just at the last second.
Yeah, and Gorilla's take an early lead. This game started out looking like game number 2, but this lead looks like game number 1 now. Gorilla's fully in the driver's seat, not going to let anything get past them. But how will the Skulls react? Oh my gosh!
And as we said, the winner of this game, guys, is going to be going on to the grand finals versus the undefeated Knights. Just waiting for them to see who they're going to be facing here. Gorillas looking really strong in game number 3. Can the Skulls come back? 3 minutes left. Their tournament life on the line. Skulls gonna be trying to push this one, and they're gonna up the tempo of this game. They may be pulling the goalie at times because there is nothing left to lose.
You cannot hold anything back. You've got to go all in for this game. This is it. Your tournament life is on the line here. Skulls are gonna have to do something. But again, we've seen them do stuff, and they are definitely a strong team. Cannot count them out. They still have 2 minutes, 30 seconds to work with. Anything can happen at the end here.
Yeah, half time left, you know. 2 minutes, a lifetime for sure. This one's going to be off the back wall of the Gorillas, and that's going to be a nice transition by Mysterio. He's dangerous from far, and that's going to be a 3-0 lead for the Gorillas.
Yeah, and this is not something you want to see if you're the Skulls. The deficit is rising, but again, you still have 2 minutes to work with, 2 minutes 17 to be precise.
You know, this is what I love. I was in the we were in the dark here back in the booth. You know, we really only got to see what was available to us. The games that you guys are seeing were the games that we were seeing, and the fact that the Gorillas, we kind of just assumed that the Skulls were right there.
Yeah.
And the Gorillas have come out of nowhere. Really, I mean, I'm sure we saw them win a couple, but we didn't know they were right there with the Skulls. And they are putting on a show for us here in the semifinals to take down the Skulls up 4-0. The game's not over, 2 minutes left, but the Skulls really, really need to get a goal here before too much longer.
Yeah, they definitely need to get something started, and sometimes that's all it takes, just a little bit of momentum shift here. And the momentum is all in favor of Gorillas. They're just scoring goal after goal. Oh my gosh, a beautiful dunk! What? That was absolutely insane.
Holy
Let's take another look at
smokes.
this. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Straight down, ball's going right into the goal. 5-0. Gorillas looking so strong.
Yeah, I think that the Gorillas really came out strong here. You know, and it's one of those things. The fact that they scored 4 goals in the first game, now 5 goals here in the third game. The fact that the Skulls were able to hold them goalless in game number 2 is stunning to me.
Absolutely incredible.
They must have been playing on another level because the Gorillas truly are.
Yeah, they definitely are. And you got to think some of these players are feeling a bit gassed out because they've been playing all day. And maybe the comms aren't going exactly the way they want. Obviously, we've seen a little bit of miscommunication. Obviously, these players aren't used to playing with each other. And Mellow Mighty's going to get another goal here. 6-0. Gorilla's looking absolutely unstoppable. We have 1:12 to go. There is a mountain in front of the Skulls.
I think the mountain is more like a cliff at this point. And wow, guys, I mean, this has been such a pleasure to be here with you through this journey, through this round robin. I mean, Gorilla's doing an amazing job. We're just so pleased to be able to put this show on for you guys.
Wow.
And wow, they're just laying it on thick. I don't know if they know that the clock stops if you keep scoring goals. We may never get to the grand finals at this rate. 7-0, 55 seconds left on the clock. And we're going to be coming, we're going to take, after this game, folks, we're going to be going to a short break. We're going to do some giveaways. And what is clearly going to be the Gorillas facing off against the Knights in the grand finals here. 48 seconds left to make it absolutely official. But again, I can't even count that high. So
Yeah.
the Skulls having to do the work to actually score goals to that number to even tie him is going to be a little bit too much for them to overcome.
Yeah. I think at this point, the Skulls are just going to do everything they can, stop the bleeding. Don't let the Gorillas score anymore. But I think at this point, it is very clear that the Gorillas will be going to grand finals against the undefeated Knights. That is definitely going to be a game to watch. So when we sign off here, take a short intermission. Do not go anywhere. You are definitely going to want to stick around for this game.
That's right. It's going to be about 5 minutes. We'll all get to take a little bit of a breather. We'll, get to use the restroom. And if I'm reading my prompts correctly, we are actually going to be getting some fresh talent here in the booth for your grand finals. And you guys can get excited about that. Some people that haven't been talking for a couple hours at this point. And all right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the Gorillas moving on against the Knights in the grand finals, best of 5. We have a special giveaway when we get back. It's going to be a chair giveaway. But in the meantime, we're going to go to break. It's been such a pleasure with you guys. We've got some other guys coming in here to take over. My name is Zombie Xander.
And I'm Master Hamster.
This is SPINandoah. Stick around.
class of 2022, the one, the only, Omar Mysterio! With the Gorillas, the number 2 man, the man playing defense behind and attacking the goal at all times. He's 5'9", from Leesburg, Virginia, a senior, a 2021 grad, the one, the only, Farhan Doppler. Last, but certainly not the least, he is 5'9", from Hernando, Mississippi, a junior, a 2022 grad, the one, the only, Dylan Mellow Mighty. The next roster, the Knights, the undefeated team through the round robin, the one, the only, he's 5'10", from Indian Trail, North Carolina, a senior this year, the one, the only, Kai Cosmic Flipper! The number 2 man coming in at 5'10", He's a monster at the net, an attacker in his own way. From Reesville, West Virginia, a senior, the one, the only, One Tap Stefan! He is 6 foot tall, the tallest man on the stage, ready to attack at all times. From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, he's a senior and ready to go. The only Ian Jonathan. Thanks so much for joining us for the introductions. We're going to be right back with the grand finals, the match of the day for all the Rocket League players. Bye-bye.
We are live right now inside SPINandoah. They didn't tell us we were live. We're here at Shenandoah University alongside Kyla. My name is Bearlight, and we're excited to have the best of 5 finals here between the Gorillas and the Knights. These two teams are absolutely outstanding. You see the players have taken their place as well, and we're about to start this finals. Kyla, your thoughts about the event as a whole so far?
Bear, I am just so excited to be here right now. To just be here with you, have these kids in competing in a LAN event for the first time in what feels like forever.
Yeah.
Listen, we got the best start to this I think that you and I could. I'm so excited to be here, man, and let's just see these guys play, man. That's just what I'm here for.
Yeah, I've gotten a chance to watch these players play over the past, probably 6 months, and watching them connect with different individuals and put them on the field together. These 6 incredibly special individuals on the pitch and also off the field as well. They're definitely very talented in the classroom. You see them with talents within, video editing, things like that. So it's cool to see that. And so I'd like to get your opinion on the program as a whole here at Shenandoah and what it's all about and maybe what you guys offer as well.
Of course, man. Yeah, thanks for asking. I mean, obviously, this is where we're coming to you live from beautiful Winchester, Virginia, in the equally as beautiful esports arena here at Shenandoah University. We really just started an academic program on this to start kids off to get into the business side of this blossoming esports industry, right? So we've got a coaching certificate, we've got a major for esports administration, in esports management, and we're really as well as video editing and, like you said, communication side of everything to work on stuff like this and productions. And I mean, this is all being run in conjunction with your guys. We've got our students in the production booth. We've got them out there doing all of this, again, to gain hands-on experience to really get themselves a step ahead and try to put them in a position to, upon graduation, start working for companies like your guys' to start working for professional organizations and just different production companies and gaming organizations around the country.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get into those rosters. First, we have Gorillas. You saw them walk across the stage, but let's take another look at these faces. We have Doppler, and I know you've seen them before on the stream because they're busy winning. This Gorilla team coming in at 5-1 right now in the finals. Doppler, the first one, Mysterio right there in the middle, and Mellow Mighty coming all the way from Mississippi to be here in this event. He made the most of it. He made his way to the finals, and we're so happy to see stories like that. This team has put together something special as they come in as technically the underdogs, but they've got something to prove. They're up against the top team here right now that's undefeated. So this team has absolute talent, number one, but their connections in passing is something that I'm impressed with. These colleges are looking for communication. They're looking for the ability to work together in an environment and make the most of their opportunities, and that's exactly what Gorillas has done.
They've looked incredibly strong the entire time. Like you've said, 5-1, and they may technically be the underdogs here, but I'm expecting great things from them. They've got a really solid group of guys. Like you said, Mellow Mighty coming all the way from Mississippi. He didn't come here just to lose, folks. He came here to finish this thing out, man. I'm really looking forward to these guys.
Exactly. On the other side of the pitch, though, it's the Titans.
Yes.
But their team name is the Knights, but I call them the Titans because they're the top level of this competition right now. Cosmic Flippy starting things off on the left side. Mr. Kai Hickey, Supersonic Legend, as you see, for his rank. Jonathan, actually an individual coming here, like you had mentioned, Kyla.
Yep, gotta shout him out.
The Shenandoah University program in esports. So he's going to be making great use of this booth and, the other resources that are here at Shenandoah. And last but not least, an individual I've gotten to know over the past couple of years. years. This individual, incredibly talented on the pitch. Not only that, kind of soft-spoken, but at the end of the day, he gets in, he gets the job done. And that's what you got to look for. That's one-tap Steven, and we're excited to see how he works with this team. We already know that it's been incredibly effective on the pitch. He is definitely a finisher. If he gets you in a solo play, forget about it. We talk about team plays all the time, but even in 3v3 scenarios, there's going to be those moments where you're going to have to take an individual play into your own hands, and that's where one-tap Steven comes into handy.
Absolutely, man. And I know for playing all these coaches, a lot of guys can get tight, can really affect how they've played. He has not missed a beat. He has looked right at home here, been making this event an entirely big highlight reel for himself. Guy looks good. These guys are very strong.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this matchup because it's a classic story, right? You
Right.
talk about one team that's supposed to win it all.
Yep.
And in fact, they come in undefeated. And you know, guess who the Gorillas lost to, if you were to take a guess, right? That top team,
Yeah,
right? That's the reason why they're undefeated, right? But the cool thing is they're going to get their chance for revenge here. They're after it. So not only do you factor that into the equation, right? But then you take into consideration on top of that, here's your second chance, and it's on the main stage too.
Absolutely.
So these two teams also... one of the teams, so one-tap's team, right, was on the side, and it wasn't on the stage for a majority of that, like not even in the prime light.
Right.
Now they're going to be on main stage as well. All eyes on them. We're going to see how they're able to adapt as we're about to move into game number 1 once both teams join, and I couldn't be more excited here, Kyler.
Man, I know I keep saying it, right, but this is finally what we've been waiting for so long, man. I'm so excited that these guys have the opportunity to start playing in front of college evaluators. Looks like we've got game 1 starting up right now. Bear, here we go, man.
Couldn't be more excited. Game number 1 underway as it'll be Jonathan trying to play a pass, was able to get past one now, where Doppler's able to field it and push back out. Cosmic, great presence in the midfield, and when he gets at this level, midfield control is also important. One tap. It's a touch off the back wall, but they're able to clean it up. It's back to Melamati, tries to clear, but they keep that pressure on. The Knights are known to attack the net.
A couple of early demos getting traded back and forth here. Yeah, we are seeing really great control in the middle of the field here. I'm really excited to see how they're going to be able to maintain it. It's really going to be first to give here is how I feel. Both teams looking really strong in possession right now, Bear.
Yeah, Gorilla's going to have to definitely make the most of their opportunities. Oh, that one almost gets to the top of the net, but luckily for Gorillas, they're able to clear out, and the pressure continues to mount for the Knights.
Absolutely, man. Off the crossbar. Jonathan put it in on early, but just gets out. Another off the crossbar attempts for the Knights. Let's see what can happen. Cosmic Flippy again putting the pressure on, getting that demo early. Cannot take advantage right there though, Bear. The pressure is on. The Knights are on the precipice.
It is up to the Gorillas right now to kind of relax things, to release that pressure that they've seen from the Knights, and that's easier said than done as one tap puts on another one. But it's going to be up to the Gorillas to kind of calm down here, take control, and relax. But that's until one tap Steven puts it away and takes the 1-0 lead for the Knights.
Bear, you touched on this guy earlier as we were getting started here, and this is what we see, right? This is what this guy has been known to do. He's been doing a great job. Gets the first goal on the board for this series in the grand finals.
Yeah, we talked about him too, and you knew it was feeling that way, right? That the Knights were going to break through at some point. The Gorillas can only play that bend but don't break style for so long, right? Eventually it's going to collapse, especially with that amount of pressure as we see them work back in, and yet again, it's offensive possession time for the Knights.
Yeah, man. Again, like you just mentioned it, the pressure has been really tough for the Gorillas to try to deal with here. The Knights really seems like they've been in control, possessing the ball really well, even in their own half of the field. I'm not sure if it's a communication thing that has just really gelled together for the Knights or what, but man, they look really strong right now as they get another attack here. Oh!
Doppler with the great save there, though. So as strong as the Knights have been on offense, Gorillas had an answer for the most part, and they're actually, I would say, lucky that they're only down 1 at this point in time, but, I mean, that takes a lot of work.
Oh, and right as you say it, man, Cosmic Flippy putting it in. Great pass on the left there by Jonathan. Sets him up perfectly, man. Knights are up early.
Yeah, you have to know the time to strike in that middle of the field to really press, because that can come back to haunt you. You can get numbers the other way if you jump out too quickly. Cosmic said, I'm taking that risk because I trust my teammate Jonathan, and Jonathan hit him with the perfect pass. Great to see Knights on the board 2-0.
Yeah, man, you said it. Seriously, right in stride. I don't know if stride is the right word to use here, as they are driving vehicles, but I was like right on the money, got it perfectly placed, and they took advantage again. Again, Knights, like we said, looked like they were the favorites coming into this, and they are showing us why right now, Bear.
Yeah, finally some offensive pressure, though, from the Gorillas. Shot on, but Cosmic able to get across and make a large save.
Hopefully a sign of things to come here. Yeah, it looks like the Gorillas are starting to put a little bit of pressure on, but quick counterattack opportunity for the Knights here. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, and in the middle, Jonathan shot, just high! And they're able to clear out yet again, but the Knights are so quick to attack on the counterattack, and they have to be careful, but Mellow Mighty, the man on the spot, he'll try to play back in. Net quickly on the defense by Jonathan. And one tap going to clear that around the ends. But finally, the Gorillas looking and trying to put something together. They look like they've done just that.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, like you said, the Knights are able to just really just get themselves together and puts attacks. Oh, another shot on goal by Cosmic Flippy for the Knights. But yeah, the Gorillas have also been doing a great job. Looks like they're trying to get back into this. And again, this is a best-of-5 series, right? So at this point, really got to try to get a feel. Oh, man, Cosmic Flippy is so close. He's knocking on the door right now. Gorillas got to do something to get this ball back in their half.
Doppler able to get something done, but the boost stolen quickly by Jonathan. And so he'll have to backtrack on this one. 1:19 left on the clock. And it's a 2-0 lead for the Knights. Melomati trying to change that. Mysterio able to get through, and he cuts the lead in half with 1:14 remaining.
Man, Mysterio, you know what? He himself has been showing out this series as well, man. He's been doing a great job throughout this event. And, I mean, he just showed it there. Puts Gorillas back in an opportunity. He said, this game is not done yet. Guys, this is going to be a great series here.
And more pressing into the zone from Gorillas as the Knights kind of looking a little bit reluctant here. That's a cross. Mello with a little bit of a touch away from the wall. The shot, just wide.
Oh, there's an opportunity there. Hopefully the Gorillas don't come back to regret that one. Again, quick counter-attacking opportunity. Oh, the Gorillas get back so fast. They're right there with them.
It just seems like when the Gorillas on defense, they seem calm about it. Even though there's so many shots on the shot count right now for the Knights, they seem relaxed even when pressure mounts the most from the Knights. And right now, we see a counter, a chance. It bounces up in front. Jonathan gonna do a good job. Cosmic already up for that one in the midfield to get a touch off the corner. Now one-tap shot, just high. The follow-up chance. Put away, now Mello.
Oh, nobody's back.
Open.
And he got it. Oh my goodness, the Gorillas. Oh, like you said, just stay so calm under pressure there in the back and make an opportunity out of it. Catch the Knights with nobody back, no boost to go, and even it out with 30 seconds left.
Don't count this team out. They have come back and really put on a majority of the pressure here in the last minute or so, and they've evened the score line here with 23 seconds remaining. Here's Mello. He finds a pass now. They'll try to work a forward check, but that's before Cosmic read it all the way. He's on the corner up to Jonathan. Backtracking on it and getting a touch was Mysterio as he able to try to play to a teammate. Calms down, 10 seconds remaining. In the zone for the Gorillas. Jonathan has to be careful with this one up top, and they're going to press out now. Another touch. 2 seconds left on the clock. It's up. A chance.
That's a shot.
For it. Oh, what a save! And they're able to pull it away with Mellow Mighty, and we have ourselves overtime. This is everything that we expected here.
Dude, I mean, come on, what can you say, guys, right? We have the two best teams in the event competing against one another right now, and they are showing us why, giving us a show. If this is anything to come in the series, man, I might need to start slowing my breathing down, man. We need an IED on site for me right now.
Can we get a water to the stage, please?
yeah.
We're hyped up for this one, as you should be. It's been incredible so far. We work ourselves 30 seconds into overtime, where Cosmic will play actually right back into the hands of the Gorillas as no teammate available. That being said, one tap going to play back in, so it'll be across the net from Mysterio. Able to find a teammate at Melomati. He'll try to clear out, but the mid-zone presence remains for the Knights. Pass across, but no real intended target on that one, so the Gorillas going to work it back out.
Absolutely, yeah. And again, like you said, I think to touch back on kind of like this really defensive style by the Gorillas, it looks like, I mean, I think that's just a really great sign of experience, is the fact that they're able to kind of just get themselves together as a unit, move back, and just defend their goal so well. We've been seeing it. Shot on goal there by Jonathan, but again, the Gorillas just in place to take care of it, Bear.
Yeah, and Cosmic with a great job to adjust there as well as these two teams continue to work. Now that the scoreline's a bit even, It looks a little bit more relaxed. We saw a lot of back and forth, stretch the pitch out, stretch the field out. See, can we get those passes down the field? Those have gone by the wayside here in overtime, and it's mostly because these teams want to play a little bit more conservatively, right? You want to start off this series on the right foot.
Right. Absolutely, yeah. And again, it really looks like the Knights here are doing a great job of getting these first touches in overtime. And again, for those of you that may not know, it is golden goal rule in overtime for Rocket League. So first person to score, first team to score, going to bring this first game home for the series.
And now it's across where Mello reads it. He'll try to play out, but no teammate available there as well. And Cosmic now will take it to the sidewall. Calls off one tap two. You see the communication is at an all-time high for the Knights.
Yes, man, absolutely. I was just about to say, looks like these teams have really...
Oh! Doppler with the overtime winner!
Whoa!
Just under 2 minutes left, and the Gorillas will take game one. What a comeback effort in this one, Kyler.
Oh my goodness, you said it, man, and it just seemed like these teams, they needed some time to gel. Obviously, they've had the 6 games prior, but once you get into the limelight like this on the main stage, things really start to get a little bit tougher, and again, you're playing against the team that they wanted back, man. They dropped that first game to them, and they wanted to get this one. Great showing by the Gorillas there.
I mean, you're up against the Titans, right? I call them the Titans because they're that top team, right? The team that you're looking to beat. You want that revenge. Right. You go down 2-0. You know how easy it would be to say, hey, listen, like, we don't have a shot, right? It's very easy to get into that mentality, and you can tell this team's on a mission. They're not going to let that happen. Solid job and a team effort, really, to bring that one back and win in overtime.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, really great showing there. I'm excited to see what they can do here. Knights are going to have to start taking things a little bit more seriously, I think, and really try to make an effort to put this one away. They're really going to have to try to even the series out here. Otherwise, Gorilla are going to put themselves in a really good opportunity to win the series, man.
Yeah, Gorillas with one win can go to that game point. Like we said, it's a best of 5. If they win 3, it's over. So the Knights, we know they're more than capable. As a first chance coming out from the Gorillas now, as they've really had a majority of the momentum since about 2 minutes left in game number 1. And chance Jonathan just off the mark. Another shot followed up by Mello Mighty able to get to it. Now Cosmic trying to make it so the Knights look like they were in the first half of the first game, which was relentless pressure. Can they get back to that right now? They're doing everything right.
Absolutely, man. It's almost just like, when an immovable object meets an unstoppable force, this looks like what we got right now, and it looks like the Gorillas are coming out on top. But again, it looks like kind of like how we saw the first game start out. A lot of pressure being put on here by the Knights, just trying to do something to kind of just keep them on the back foot. But these Gorillas just, man, they counterattack so quickly. Ooh, save there by Jonathan on the back line, man.
Bit of a scramble, which is uncharacteristic of how the Knights have played all day long. They need to calm themselves just like the Gorillas did. Nice save from Cosmic as he was able to get up to that one. Now Mello down to a teammate, but that one's cut off as well in the midfield, and Jonathan will try to work back out, but that's before Doppler able to get a touch, and just away from him is Jonathan on the defensive end.
Man, these guys are playing so well right now. Man, I know that you have to be having a ball watching this. I know that I am, guys. This is absolutely insane, and again, we have coaches from all over the region watching these guys play to try to bring them into a program they want to play at the next level, and they are really showing why.
Absolutely. The Gorillas trying to put it back in as well and regain that momentum that they had. The pressure looking back in. I think it might be just the hype in general from walking onto the stage with the announcement. How cool was that to watch?
It's just like you said, man, it's this. We've missed out on these opportunities for so long now, and I know it has to mean so much to these guys to be able to put their skills on display in an environment like this where they're being celebrated as they should, right? And where they actually get to compete.
Oh my goodness, that one almost landed. Those mechanics were insane from Jonathan, and beating the smoke screen was Mysterio, a very underrated save. Here's Jonathan across, finds one tap the shot, but it's Mysterio again on the defense. He's been huge.
God, man, they just are reading these angles so well. Great, these are really great shots by the Knights, but I mean, these are equally as great saves by the Gorillas. And I mean, I think, again, that really just goes to show their experience, their defensive prowess to put themselves in the right place.
Oh, what a pass! And Cosmic puts it away. A 1-0 lead here for the Knights. That all begins. Watch the clever nature of that second touch right here. That's able to send it across, and Cosmic able to put it away.
We have seen Jonathan do some great facilitating as of late. As you guys saw in the first game, put that one pass right on the money. Look at, he just controlled the ball so well and just put it right up there for Cosmic Flippy to put away. But we are right on the counter, right back!
Oh, no.
Like, we can't even get to talk about this stuff, man. The Gorillas are not letting up, man. What a showing by them, Bear.
They never look stressed. I said it in game number 1, I'll say it again. They never look stressed whenever they're down. For whatever reason, their mentality is, we're down. Okay, let's go out and get the next one. And they do. And Mellow Mighty was able to recognize that the defense wasn't there. He's up again for this one. On the back wall, though, was the defense. And now Gorillas will have to try to start again. Good touch out to Cosmic. And it'll be the Knights trying to work some offense now.
I will say, if I'm somebody who's rooting for the Knights, or if I'm somebody that's on the Knights, they've gotten caught out by these counterattacks a couple of times here. Like we've said, they have this really great pressure that they're putting on, and that's where a lot of their appeal has been coming from. But it looks like they've gotten caught out a couple of times with nobody back and no boost to catch up to that ball, and the Gorillas have really been taking advantage.
Yeah, in fact, another chance comes out. Mellow off back wall, but a touch out. Now they have numbers if they're not careful, but the Gorillas do a great job of handling that one. So now it'll be the Knights up to one tap. He has a chance for a double, cut off nicely by Mellow Mighty as he recognized that all the way. But now Jonathan fakes one, tries to get past another one. It's wide open and Cosmic puts it away. All the work pays off for Jonathan, and Cosmic Flippy is the one to give him the 2-1 lead.
Look, just the control there against the contest, and has just been doing so well, man. Like we said, Jonathan, this guy, he's doing such a great job of putting his teammates in position to do it. Cosmic Flippy coming away with his second goal of the game here. Knights on top 1-2 with a minute and a half to go.
And I feel like that's why, a chance again, one shot, puts it away with the dunk! Oh my goodness, the Knights are feeling it now, 3-1.
Can we, I know I keep repeating myself, guys, but can we just look at the pass by Jonathan? One tap, Steven, right in the right spot to put it away, man. These guys are just doing so well. Jonathan, shout out to this guy, his third assist of the game. Looking really strong here, man.
But one thing we know, Kyler, is Gorillas never really out of a game. We saw them with the comeback effort last time. Minute 12 feeling a lot like that game number 1.
Absolutely, man, yeah. And there he is!
There it is!
You said it right, exactly. Now we have a minute left. That is more than enough time for these guys to settle in and get this goal back. Really, the Knights really need to try to settle in and just, again, either adjust a more defensive style or just keep that pressure up and put some more goals in, man.
Yeah, I don't know if we should. I think we should hold Knights just as responsible, though. With their lead, it seems like they seem a little bit more relaxed. Yeah. The defensive rotations go by the wayside, so they do need to kind of clean that up, too. I feel like they put the pressure on, and when they get that momentum, they just want to score more goals. They kind of forget about the defense for just a split second. That's all it takes at this level.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, you said it, and I agree. And it's back to what we saw in the first game as well. 2-game lead, about a minute or so left, and just really, again, abandoning those defensive rotations, getting caught out on these counterattacks. But looks like they're trying to keep that pressure up right now. 40 seconds left, so let's see if the Knights can hold on for this tiebreaker game.
I think this is a very crucial game for the Knights. If they do give up this lead, that's going to be twice in a row. You're on game point if you end up losing this one. So holding off for 30 seconds, completely underrated. Oh, that was just wide. That would have been very nice to have that little cushion here with 20 seconds remaining, but instead, the Gorillas remain within 1.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, you said it again. Yeah, the Knights down to 15 seconds here. They're going to really need this game. You do not want to be looking at a 2-0 lead, or 2-0 deficit, rather, with the match point being on that third one. They're going to want to even this out here. We got 5 seconds. Let's see what the Gorillas can do.
A chance. It'll stay up in the air for now. It should be a good, easy clear for Cosmic. He puts back 1, but it remains up in the air. Across, they can't get to it, and the Knights will tie up the series.
Man, we are looking at a good championship here. This is what we expected, man. These guys are looking so good. The Gorillas have been so impressive as of right now. I know we're coming off a night win, but I just cannot talk about it. The heart of these guys looks so strong right now, Bear.
Absolutely. They keep in the game no matter what. You know that they're going to be close. They're going to make it close, even though they are technically outranked. It doesn't matter in my mind. It matters. This is why we play these games, right? They've done a great job of facilitating who needs to play their position when they need to do it, and they haven't been falling apart on defense. You never see open nets like you do see with the Knights. Right. That's why I kind of like where the Gorillas are at right now. Could they, obviously, the Knights have all the reason in the world to believe that they're going to come back just as strong here in game number 3. They've gotten that win, maybe some momentum as well.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, you said it. And again, I mean, this is what we've been seeing. 3-2 victories for both teams here. Now we're tied at 1-all. Going to be really excited to see what they can do. This is going to be a huge game to try to put themselves in position to win this series. Let's see what they can do.
And in the slot already, Cosmic
One
Good shot, and one tap able to tap that one home, ironically, and a one appropriately, I guess. 1-0 here for the Knights.
Man, really strong start there. Doppler in position, but just gets caught out by Cosmic Flippy there. One tap, and like you said, putting himself in position as he has been doing this entire event to put that away and put them up 1-0 early here in Game 3.
Yeah, as long as their rotations are tight, the Knights have the absolute advantage in this one, I would argue. That being said, it hasn't been that way the entirety of the series, so that's why the Gorillas were able to take that game number 1 in overtime. And if you're just joining us now, we are in game number 3 as this series is even at 1. And we're at the beginning of this one. Is Jonathan able to take this one? Pass Mellow Mighty as well with a good carry. But that's going to go right back. But Cosmic able to jump on that. A little bit of a reluctancy on the side of the Gorillas defense here, as we haven't seen a whole lot of breakdowns. That was one of them. Luckily for them, the Knights weren't able to take advantage.
No, not just yet. And I mean, let's just be honest. As long as there is time on the clock and the Gorillas are in the game, it is not done, dude. And and they again have been looking really strong. All they need is one counterattack to put themselves on the board. Oh, Jonathan hanging out at the back there, shuts that one down. Let's see what the Gorillas can capitalize.
That's close, and here we go. Another touch. There it is in the slot. Oh, what a read on the defensive side for the Knights. And now Jonathan's got a breakaway of his own up and over. Oh, just off the crossbar. And they recover for it. The Gorillas, oh, man. They were trying to strike, the Knights were, but Gorillas holding on strong on the defense.
Yeah, and the Gorillas kind of got stuck there trying to play that ball in the air. But yeah, man, we have said this entire time. Jonathan has been looking so strong, just the facilitator for the Knights, doing everything, really just putting his teammates and propping them up in the right place. And again, let's see what we can do. Gorillas on the counterattack, not able to put that one away. Let's see if they can keep possession over here for the Knights half.
Oh, it's a good pass. And one tap with the shot, but it's filling nicely, still off the back wall. One tap. Great job in reaction time, but the Gorillas matching it on the defensive side. Their energy both ways have been insane. Another chance shot, far side just wide, as Jonathan looked to try to get that snipe far side, but now scrambling as the Gorillas as they broke rotation, a couple of double touches or double commits, and now it'll be a Mysterio trying to work back the other way. Here's Mello to follow up. Great rotations offensively, a touch, but nobody across, and Mello is left to go all the way across and try to get a touch here. Good patience, but again, a big clear, and Jonathan will try to jump on this one. Upward to the middle, another pass. Mello, shot wide, and it'll work back out. Knights love to see this clock ticking down because this is a defensive chess match right now.
Absolutely, yeah. Knights really looking to break out here. Like you said, really adopting that style. This is what we kind of been looking for them this whole series, right? Oh, good control there by Mellow Mighty. Wasn't able to get it in just yet, but we do like to see that pressure from them. Knights looking really good and just protecting their goal so well right now. Oh! What a goal by Cosmic Flippy, man.
He just stayed patient with it. One tap with a great feed. And look at that angle just between two defenders as well. Oh my. Give credit to One Tap for a phenomenal pass across, but Cosmic Flippy hitting that angle and between two defenders way harder than it looks. What an incredible goal.
Cosmic Flippy's been finding the goal a lot here, man. He's been doing really great, putting himself in position to score for the Knights. Really been a game changer for them as well. These guys have been looking really strong. 2 goals left to go for the Gorillas. 2 minutes left as well in this game 3. Great control there by Mellow Mighty, trying to do what he can to put his team back in it. But again, like we said, there is time on the clock. The Gorillas are not out of this yet. They have shown time after time that we cannot count them out. Really excited to see how they try to bounce back in this game 3.
Typically that individual right there you're looking at, Mellow Mighty, has been huge when it matters the most in those pressure situations. So we'll see if he can if his team can rally around him to try to find him as a solution. But shot on, that's far side. And now 127 left, and you're only going to have a handful of chances here if you're the Gorillas. You're going to need one of them to go through, and that was almost it. Back into the zone nonetheless. Here's another chance off the side wall. Doppler able to get a chip. That's the only angle he had, and unfortunately for him, it was not to be. And now it just kind of hangs there, and the Knights just trying to kill this clock because the Gorillas are trying to develop something right now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you've said it. The Knights have been doing a great job of really just hanging back, but again, kind of just being able to put the ball back. Oh, we get a demo there by Mysterio. Let's see if they can try to take advantage. Not enough. The Knights are doing a great job again of just clearing when needed and just hanging back, just playing very patiently. This is kind of what we've been needing to see from them the entire time. Looks like they're settling in really well there.
Yeah, and One Tap able to avoid a bump there as well, so good recognition on the defense. Shot on. Oh, it's almost in. Mello not able to finish it. Now follow from Doppler though. A little slow roller. Wish he got it more on that one. as Cosmic will try to clear out. Mello, another touch, back to his own teammate. Now will allow a teammate in Doppler to play back out. Good touch towards the back wall, but covered all the way by Jonathan as he read that. And the Knights, just the clock continues to tick down, and Gorillas just doesn't have a solution for the defense that is the Knights now.
No, man, really looks like they've settled into the rotations now again. Like we were saying, something that they kind of were lacking in these earlier games, they have now adjusted to. Looking really good here, looking like the Knights are going to go ahead and take this game 3, put themselves up 2-1 in this championship series, Bear.
Yes, we have a good one as well, so a little back and forth here. 2 games in a row for the Knights is definitely something to build on. They're going to be 1 game away from the championship here at SPINandoah. So, that being said, we saw the Gorillas with a lot of heart in game number 1, right? And now we transition to game 2 and 3, and although some promise from the Gorillas, they just haven't been as strong as they were in game number 1. I love the heart from them right now, but it really is just patience, feeling out the other team, and in that sense, I think the Knights have the advantage going into this game. They're 1 game away from that championship.
100% agree with you, man. Yep, we are going to see a match point on the line right here. The Knights are going to be trying to put everything away. Gorillas have looked really strong at times. They're really going to have to try to find that identity between counterattacking and defense.
Yep.
The Knights have started to put on such a great showing and really, like I said, settled into those defensive rotations. So not only are they putting on that pressure that we've seen get them to this 6-0 record, but again, be able to cover themselves on the back end as well. They look really good right now as well.
Can the Knights close it out? Does the Gorilla team, does this team have a chance to come back and take what's theirs, or what they, in their mind, have chalked up to be theirs? They are the comeback kings, as we've seen so far. When it comes to games. Is that going to be transitioning to a game-by-game basis now, as they're going to need, it's going to be an uphill battle, especially against the Knights here, but the first chance, goes by the wayside.
Yeah, man.
As Doppler wasn't able to connect.
Yeah, a little on boost 2-0, but he does get the demo on Cosmic Fully. That's going to be a really good makeup there as Doppler got caught out for a second. But the Gorillas, again, coming back strongly. Like you said, man, this is their identity, right? I don't think that they're super uncomfortable right now. This is what they've been doing the entire time. I think they're really ready for this. Oh, great save there by Doppler.
Oh my. The anticipation was unreal to get over. He used his flip last second. The only time that you can use it to make that save. Great save from the Gorillas. They stay alive. Jonathan, you know he's a little bit tricky when he gets on the ground. He's got some moves, but in that case it was red, and they clear back out. A chance, but Doppler couldn't get to the angle. Just a little bit too hot to handle. And now the Gorillas continue to press, as now Jonathan left by himself here, but he recognizes that wisely, slowed it down, and he'll push in the offense.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, looking really, really good here. Again, both teams kind of just getting the feel for one another in this game 3, seeing what's going to happen. Doppler kind of just trying to get some boops. Oh, they got him caught out. What's up, Stevens? Oh, my goodness. The Gorillas go up early 1-0 with 3.5 left in game 4.
Mysterio just pressed it out, just a simple clear, and Doppler read it all the way and got that extra touch. Kind of eludes one tap. I would have been confused too, because he kind of came out of left field to get that touch, so one tap wasn't able to adjust in time, and we know how speedy one tap is. That's how quick that play develops.
Absolutely, man. And again, this is what we've been seeing from the Gorillas this entire time, this really strong counter-attacking identity that they put on. They look really strong in defense, and then they just break out so fast and put the Knights on the back foot and just take advantage. 3.5 minutes left here in game 4. Gorillas not wanting to go home just yet, putting on every ounce of a show that they can. They're looking really good right here.
Oh my! A little bit of cherry picking from one tap. Cosmic saw him all the way, some communication, and almost made that happen. That chance was legitimately so close, but that's tough to handle. One tap did a great job of trying to handle it, but just wasn't able to get enough on it. As now it just plays to the midfield. Jonathan, you know how dangerous again, and gonna go for that fake, but they read him now. They've seen his moves. They said, nah, we've seen it before. They're able to escape for now. Shot on Mysterio! Gets it through. 2-0 lead for Gorilla.
I want to shout out Doppler right now, man. He looks really, really strong and really in control. Great finish by Mysterio there. Really just a Johnny on the spot to put that one away. Doppler has just been really locking down the back line for the Gorillas here, and again started that attack there and put his teammate in the right position to make that play. Gorillas 2-0. We got a game. We got a series right now, Bear.
Oh, man. Okay, Knights, it's up to you now. Gorilla made the 2-0 comeback. Are you capable of doing so? Kind of switch the foot. The shoe is on, so now they have a 2-0 lead. The Gorillas really haven't jumped out to a lead actually at all. This might be their first lead besides the actual victory that they had in game number 1. That overtime winner was the only time that they've had a lead in this entire series. It's going to be completely up to keep an eye on how they play with the lead. It might be different as Jonathan able to get one back. He'll cut the lead in half now with 2:16. the Knights looking a lot like the Gorillas team did in game number 1. They're never out of game either.
What a passing opportunity right there. My goodness, one tap putting it right in Jonathan's path and just getting that one put away, man. Yeah, this series is getting real, man. This is awesome. Gorillas with their backs against the wall. Knights wanting to just put this one away right now. Doppler putting a shot out goal and makes up for it. Oh my goodness. This is crazy, Bear. I can't even keep up with this right now.
Well, there's a reason you call Doppler's name right. That's one of the big reasons why. But I do want to shout out Mellow Mighty on that play for setting it up. You can get creative. You can use the walls. Not all passing has to go to the middle of the field directly. You can get creative, use the walls to your advantage. That's all that Mellow Mighty had in that chance. That's why it made it so impressive that he was able to get that pass perfectly on the hood of Doppler's car to finish that one off, and the Gorillas back to that 2-goal lead.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, you really said it. Mellow Mighty has been doing a great job for the Gorillas. Again, Doppler making his presence felt. Again, just putting himself in the right spots, making those plays. We got a minute 45 here. Gorillas up 3-1. We might be looking at a Game 5 scenario here, Bear.
Couldn't be more excited about it too, but now Cosmic trying to make that not happen. Everyone's trying to backtrack. The only teammate he has his back. He recognized that. Good patience. Gets a touch past one as well. Doppler gets past Cosmic, but it'll be one tap here on the sidewall. Good job to realize that he was beat and jump on it right away. Now it's Mysterio trying to escape. Shot on, a touch! It's past the defense. Creative touch to get past, but unfortunately, they weren't able to get to it. And so the Knights remain, at least, offensive presence-wise, great. Is this their chance? It is! Oh, the post twice! And it did not fall for the Knights. That's just somehow how the game goes. You do everything right, and you just aren't able to sneak that in. That hit 2 posts. Kyler.
Oh my God.
Now Cosmic, not done yet. The Knights continue to press in. Here's a chance across. Jonathan gets one touch, one tap, off the post again. If the Knights continue this pressure, they're going to have a goal at some point here. It's just a matter of when. They need it sooner rather than later.
Not much time left here, though. They do have to take advantage of these. Oh, that double post just hurts so bad to watch. My head is in my hands. I can't even speak right now, man. This is nuts. Oh my God, the Knights are just putting, yeah, you said it, man. They're putting on great pressure, but just can't come away with it, and they don't have the time to mess about. 2 goals down, 20 seconds left. The Gorillas might come away with this one here.
Yeah, keep an eye on it. They're still pressing here. If they can get at least one in the next 5 seconds, a playoff, typically a kickoff goal happens within 7 seconds. But that's going to go by the wayside now. Down to 5 seconds. They'll backtrack. OneTap knows that they have been beaten, so he'll slow things down. Gorillas will take game number 4. And guess what, Kyler? We're on to a game number 5.
Oh, my, I don't know if my heart can take this, man. This is what we expected out of these 2 teams, though, man. This is why they are in this position, competing in the grand finals with one another right now. We are moving on to a Game 5 winner-take-all situation, man. This has been an awesome series.
It has been incredible. It's been incredible. Pleasure to be in the booth with you for this one.
Dude.
It's been insane, and trust me, I know the Knights are on a mission now, and the fact that they were able to put on so much pressure and not come away with the wins, it's almost like you're pulling back on the bow, and at some point, it's going to bust right through if they're able to ride that momentum. That being said, the Gorillas are riding the wave of their own, right? Because they were able to take that one and force the game number 5, and now it's like we came this far. Let's go ahead and finish it.
Why not, man? And I mean, at this point, I think it's too close to call. I mean, we just saw a really dominant showing by the Gorillas, maintained possession well. The Knights really turned up the pressure in the end of that match there, so that's something to watch out for going into this Game 5. But the Gorillas handled it well the entire time. They did have that double post shot, the Knights, and it wasn't just didn't fall for them right. But I mean, they're going to be looking really strong going into this. They're going to need to try to continue that pressure that has put them in this position. We are starting Game 5, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a serious game. I am so excited, Bear.
Game number 5 underway as the Knights will look to press back and regain. Can they do so? Here's Doppler to play it out. And now, just like
my God!
A mishandle from Cosmic, and Doppler's going to put Gorillas up 1-0 to start this game off.
Oh.
A bit of a mistake. You don't see that very often here.
Oh, yeah, super unfortunate touch off of Cosmic Flippy at the back there. And yeah, it puts Gorillas up 1-0 early, and that is going to be huge for them going forward here, man.
Yeah, so you saw they were unlucky in that double post hit in the last game, and now that unlucky touch as well. It's going to be a mental battle to try to kind of dig your way out of that mental process that you're doing right now. It's going to be all about toughness. If Knight's able to do it, that means they have insane character. But hey, props to the Gorilla for maybe not for that goal because it was unlucky and a mistake. But I mean, you take those and you got to roll with it now.
Absolutely, you really got to take advantage. Jonathan off the ceiling. What a goal to even it up here. Try to level that mistake out early. Great touch to just try to get it into the Gorillas' half and ends up with a big goal there, man.
You'll take it, right off the ceiling, and it looks like the defense was pressed forward a little bit too much, so the Gorillas kind of went to sleep on that one. So the Knights, again, a couple of favors both ways, right? Early Christmas presents for both. That one kind of went off. Now Jonathan off the back wall. That one will come directly straight down. Mello reads it. And he tries to clear, but one tap in the exact right spot. What a read. Keep the pressure on, and now back into the zone as the Knights will play some defense now.
Yeah, and if you're the Knights, you got to feel good about this, right? You had a really unlucky start to this. You had an unlucky end to the last one as well. But now you're in a position, it's 0-0 right now, right? Like, let's just try to feel this out. Let's start over and make something happen. Gorillas look like they're putting really good pressure on, but again, Knights responding really well right here. Both teams kind of trading back and forth. Yana gets a big touch there, though.
Oh.
Great save by Mysterio in the back.
That one was labeled for the net, too. You see that he was credited with the save for that one, too. Jonathan being creative and just putting the pressure up. Sometimes all you have to do is put it on net, you know? Oh, again, another example, luckily for Gorillas.
Well, that's right in the
able
middle.
to keep it out now. Here's Jonathan. He'll work sidewall, looking for a teammate, finds one tap in the middle, able to get a touch pass off the back wall now. It'll be a 1v1 situation. Cosmic going to play off the corner to try to get him to bite. He does, but Doppler able to clear it back out.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, this is the Knights are doing a really great job here. Gorillas, again, slowly trying to work back into possession. Really great attacking movements.
Oh,
that was bound.
Oh, no way!
Jonathan with his second goal of the game. Doing great with these aerials, man. One tap, putting it right up there for him. That is an insane play.
What a pass!
God.
The recognition to see your teammate on the sidewall and know that he's going to have the advantage to jump out just before the defender that's for some reason on the sidewall with him. You put in the exact right spot where he's able to get to it. The defense does it, and Jonathan puts it away. Incredible showing from the Knights. They've got heart just as the Gorillas do. It's going to make it for an interesting chance here as one tap gets out to it. It's out in front. They try, but they get it out. Now, again, Gorilla try to step on it a little bit. Now defense kind of comes together here for the Knights, but the Gorilla, the team Gorilla has been all over it right now, and they're showing signs that they're not giving up either, and that goes without saying.
Yeah, man. All right. Again, this is part of their identity. This is who they are. They've been doing a great job of making sure that they are felt in every game so far. This is so entertaining to watch, man. Just such a strong back and forth. Both teams making a really great showing here in this Game 5. Again, the Gorillas do not want to go home empty-handed. Mellow Mighty, again, coming all the way up from Mississippi. He feels every ounce of that drive right now, man, and he is pushing it to use this game and really try to get an opportunity here.
Oh, what's up? With the two-tap. Able to put it past as Jonathan sets him up nicely. He uses the wall and the back wall. Look at him adjust his car to put that one away, and Mellow Money not able to get back to it. And the Knights are feeling it now. They're in the right spot. They've given themselves the best chance. It's 3-1.
3-1. Knights really trying to put this one to bed. We still have 2 minutes left, though, and this is still anybody's game at this point. The Gorillas just really need to try to make a concentrated effort to put a little bit more pressure on right now, and we'll see what happens here. But again, Knights looking really strong. Everybody playing so well, man.
Yeah, it seems like Gorillas, they've kind of fallen off, and it'll happen when the Knights put on the pressure they do, but you have to look for teammates out of the zone right now because they're holding on by a thread. Every defensive touch continues to play right into the trap game that Knights is throwing at them right now, and they just try to dig out. Now they finally get a big clear. That'll go a long way. But Cosmic up quickly for that one. One Tap jumps on it, shot on. They can't get back to it, and One Tap's presence in the midfield alone is why they're up 4-1 now.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, really just been doing a great job, like you said, of just making himself available, controlling that ball, controlling the boosts, and just doing such a great job of getting all the touches in the midfield. Knights are up 4-1. Gorillas need a goal now, Bear.
They need it now. The Knights had some bit of misfortune to start off the game, and from last game as well, extending back that way. The Gorillas now, you saw Doppler come off that back wall. It made it so much harder than it needed to be for the defense. So another unfortunate miss. But Jonathan putting it away, and at this rate, the Knights are running away with this one.
Wow, man. Jonathan putting himself in the right spot. Like you said, oh, what a setup by Cosmic Flippy. Jonathan just doing it all, getting himself in the right position. 5-1 with 1:10 left. Knights are running away with it, as you said, Bear.
A couple of kickoff goals might change it, but other than that, it looks like the Knights are might be the ones to walk away with this one, as it has been an incredible series right now. The back and forth banter between these two teams as well on the stage has got to be a factor as well.
Man, absolutely. And this is what we miss about LAN events, right? Having two teams in the same environment to really be able to feed off of one another is so important.
Oh my goodness, another one from WhatsApp, why not?
Wow, man, is that a hat trick for him? I think it is. Look at this touch. Great control by OneTap. That's just such a good feel for the game, man. What a goal.
Exactly, because he's out of the play at that point. Your job is to rotate out. But if the ball comes to you, be ready for it. His reaction time, little to zero, like 0-second reaction time there to get that tap back and in. 6-1 goal lead here in game number 5. If you're just tuning in, this has not been the story. This scoreline here in game number 5 tells you nothing about how this series was. It was a grind, it was a battle, and the Gorillas tried everything they could, including a comeback effort and an overtime win in game number 1. But the Knights, they stood strong. They continued to press, and eventually they played a little bit quicker. They owned the midfield, and for that reason, they're going to be walking away as champions here.
Great performance by the Knights and great performance by the Gorillas, man. Like you said, we walked into this thinking the Knights are going to be a clear favorite, maybe even a runaway with this series.
Yep.
But they have done such a great job of putting their identities forward here and just playing such a great game. One tap puts the nail in the coffin, and the Gorillas will be going down here. Knights taking home the championship series. Congratulations to them, but I think we need to shout out the Gorillas as well, man.
Yep,
they are
absolutely
going to have some bright futures if they decide to pursue it here, man, and I think the Rocket League space will be a better one with them in it.
I think it was that absolutely the Gorillas from the standpoint of where they come in, technically from a rank standpoint, right? The fact that they came in as underdogs, they did an absolutely incredible job to try to handle that and work some chemistry, and they did.
Absolutely.
And they showed hard throughout it. But at the end of the day, the Knights, just an incredible, strong back and forth banter. The passing was absolutely incredible. So congratulations to the Knights for your SPINandoah championship. It has been an incredible time here in the booth with you as well, Kyler. I appreciate you joining me,
Bear,
man.
thank you so much for having me, man. Hope to be
Absolutely.
working with you again. This was an awesome opportunity. Really looking forward to doing this again sometime.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We'll make it happen.
That's
Trust
what's
me. So, don't go anywhere. In just a second, we're going to toss you over to the arena when they get set up. We have an interview for you coming up with the winners, the Knights. And in fact, we have them all set up and ready to go. So we'll send you out to the arena where CJ Pathfinder will go ahead and take over from here. CJ, how is it there in the arena?
What an amazing competition. We are on. Whoa. That went the distance. It went game 5. It was back and forth the whole way. Tell me, how were the vibes on the team going into that game 5?
Positive vibes the entire way there. They got a couple games on us. We were a little surprised, but we brought it back.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Thanks so much. It's been a great competition. Tell me about your favorite part about being on the land today.
It's just the environment. The environment was amazing, you know. Temperature was pretty good. Just being able to hear everybody screaming, having a great time, it was amazing.
Yeah, Jonathan, you were popping off during some of those matches. We heard you in all the arena screaming, going crazy. Tell me about the vibes on the team when that was happening.
Oh my gosh, it was so fun. Like you said, positive vibes all the way through. That last series was absolutely nuts. So GG's to the other team. You guys did really well.
Shout out to the other team. Love to hear it. Well, awesome. I think you guys have a great future ahead of you, whether it's collegiate or whatever you do next, and I'm excited for it. I'll give you back real quick just for a shout out for anything you want to say, friends, family, or anybody watching.
Shout out to one of the SPINandoah guys for letting me use this controller.
Love it. Ian, go ahead.
Shout out to my friends, family. Thank you guys all for being here, for supporting us. It means a lot.
Absolutely. Do you want anything? All right. Awesome. Thanks so much. It's been an awesome grand finals, a great into the Rocket League SPINandoah portion. Next, we have Valorant coming up, so stay tuned, and we'll catch it